just walk right out the door. Don't wanna do this anymore. Now I'm lost without you. You drive me crazy out my mind. How'd you do this every time? Now I'm lost without you. Used to be the one I talk to when I'm sad. Can't you see now tainted love is all we have? Our issues run so deep, now when I try to sleep I feel so bad. I should leave and by the time it's done I'll be
Every day we escape, losing all of our faith. We can't live this way. Feel me slowly fade away. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me. Every day I feel time slipping, passing, skipping by. All the words I could say just can't really seem to stay. Feel me slowly fade away. As far as the wind will take me. Every time I divide all the fractions of my mind, take away all the pain, give myself another day. Give myself another day. Every day I decide if we'll ever see the sign. I ignored all the lines showing me eternal light. Showing me eternal light.
How's it going, everybody? How's it going, everybody? Dude, I do this cough every fucking time I start the stream. You know why? Because usually at home, usually while I'm in front of my computer, I'm just like really fucking quiet, right? I don't have a reason to talk into a microphone, you know, unless I'm recording a video. Most of those that I do where I add my voice, sometimes I do them like way early. But throughout the afternoon, I'm just here quiet for like hours and hours and hours and hours, unless I find like a funny video and I'll laugh at it. So every time I clear my throat, because it's like, well, I haven't even heard what I sound like today, so let me make sure the pipes are clean. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. It is 5v5 1v1 Duels time, boys. Let's go back to that first song from earlier, man. I like that one a lot.
You just walk right out the door.
Yeah, I like this one. I think we'll add that to the Duels playlist, man. I like the way that it gets all whoop whoop whoop. I like it. How's everybody doing, though? Hello, Dal. How you doing? What's up, Kalu? We got ourselves Henrik. We got ourselves Kran, Baczynski, Dwarf, Henrik, Axe. We got ourselves RG Blaine, Ace. We got ourselves Zer, Anis, Neely. How's it going, everybody? Nelly, how's it going? I fucked up Neely with Nelly. Nelly with Neely. I'm Dalaran PTR. Go for it, my guy. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. You're gonna be joining some duels for the day, man. Yeah. Dal added you my BTEC is batch. 21160 already a full party. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. Let me get the music to the other monitor. Alright, boys, you know what it is. It is EU 5V5 1v1 Duels time. So if you are from EU, it's time to log on, make some groups, and participate, motherfucker. Let's go. Dude, I actually dig this song a lot. Holy shit. Let's go. I love the idea of different color eyes for DKs. I love the idea. Yeah, a lot of people have been suggesting like red eyes or green eyes for Unholy. I think maybe Blizzard will do it. You know, there's been so many customization options that people have been wanting. Like, for example, I just logged into NA just now. Let me log into EU. People have suggested things like, what if you could have like little pockets or little trinkets hanging out on belts and stuff? Maybe like a shoulder, but like with an extra patch on the side, or just something extra, you know? But why not add more customization, like different colors of eyes for like when you're customizing your character, right? Wouldn't that be cool? I don't know if Blizzard will actually go ahead and do it. Personally, I don't think they will. Would I be against it? Hell no. Do I think they will do it? No. I think they're gonna keep the same old blue. Had you guys see the new eyes, by the way? Did you check out my new video for the new Death Knight eyes? Doesn't that look so cool? When I was looking at them on PTR, I was looking at Torrent, and I felt like Torrent at first looked funky. But looking back through the footage, it actually looks all amazing. But at the time, I remember looking at it, I was like, Torrent looks a little funky. Just the way that, like, the spirit thing escapes your eyes. For some for race combos, it looks awesome and it fits. Dwarves, human, night elf, blood elf and void elf, both all those look good. Even Coltiran look great. Mecha gnomes look good, same as gnomes. I thought that Nightborn, it was a little funky. Maybe it's just the eyebrows. And I thought that Torrent, the high mounts are more than the normal Torrent. I don't know what it is, but it felt like it was like, wasn't like smooth. It was like a line, like a little jagged. So maybe somebody needs to go back and like make sure that effect has like a smooth. Either way, it looks amazing though. Duels, what's up, AJ? Hi to my man. Added ya? Alright, man, let me check ya. Let me see if I added ya. BACA. What the fuck is wrong with my friends list? Is Bina broken? I got shot 11. I don't know who that is. This is offline and BNet. I am definitely not offline. Am I offline? Hold on, let me check all my BNet stuff. Let me log off and check all that stuff. Weird. Alright, logging on. Hopefully it works now. Yo, this would be so sad if someone's busted on the BNet for EU side, because NA was fine. I logged on NA just fine. Now maybe it's a quick log off, log on will help. Restart your BattleNet launcher. Okay, well I logged off, logged on. Then if that doesn't work, I'll close down BattleNet launcher, open it back up. Maybe I'll download like a quick update or something, and then it'll work. Did it work now? No. Okay. We're gonna close the game. We're gonna close the BNet launcher. Like, we're gonna just exit out of it. Exit. Then turn on BattleNet launcher. Right? What's up, Ark? We're trying to get dual set up, but it's a little buggy. BNet launcher is live. Hit play. Do I need to log into the EU side of BNet? Because I logged into NA side of BNet, which still should work. It just doesn't show the EU boys. I'm downloading PTR slowly, BattleNet for everyone. My downloaded PTR down, slowing down. Yeah, that must be it. By the way, is Breeze HP swap allowed? Yes, it is allowed. Go Panda, DK, eyes look cool. Yeah, Panda and eyes look pretty cool for Death Knights too, I agree. And it is still bugged. Do I need to like clear the cache or something? I see chat 11, but I don't see any of you guys. Dwarf? I don't. No, I just see chat 11. That's all I see. Try that. Clear the cache. How do you clear the cache again? How do you clear the cache again for BNet app? Well, I logged out. Hold on. Let me see if what happens if I log into the EU side of it. EU side of BNet. Go and work with Kansas. I hate working. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, AJ. Sorry about that, my guy. Check your BNet. Sometimes it switches offline, so you gotta make yourself offline. Yeah. Okay. That is exactly what happened. Hold on. Look at this. Look at this. So I just went to the EU side of BNet. Huh? It's like perma offline. Okay, hold on. How to clear BNet cache. How to clear BNet cache. Maybe that's the problem. Task manager. Deleting BattleNet cache folder. If agent is running or Blizzard agent is running, highlight it and then in process. Navigate to the folder containing the cache directory. Oh lord. Deleting the BattleNet cache folder. Our friends have this problem too. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Close open Blizzard programs. Check. Okay, let's actually close BNet. Yeah? Well, we'll close BNet completely. We'll exit out of BNet. Exit. Open up Task Manager. Check. If Agent EXE is running or Blizzard Update Agent. Let's see if Blizzard Update Agent is running at all. Blizzard Update Agent. End task. Okay, so that's over. Navigate to the folder containing cache directory. Which means I need to type. Okay. If Blizzard Entertainment folder exists in the directory, right click and delete. Entertainment folder does exist. Right click it and select delete. Is Blizzard Entertainment, not BattleNet? Right? Restart BattleNet app and relaunch the game. Okay. Alright. I think it should work now. We'll try it. I clear my cache. I follow the instructions on the website to clear my BattleNet cache. Hopefully it works now. Otherwise, we're kind of screwed. And I don't think it still does. It still shows me as offline. Look, I click online, appear offline, appear online. It does nothing. It doesn't make a change. It doesn't make a difference. Got an alt specifically geared for this Kren. I'm gonna Cree. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on, boys. I actually don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try logging in again. We'll see what happens. I followed the instructions too. So I don't know what else. At least we got an A. Nothing will change. Spectator mode, not this. I know, right? Are you sure you're not set to appear offline? Well, I just showed on stream that my thing is permanently showing offline. And I tried messing, turning it offline, offline, online, offline, online. You guys just saw it, right? You guys were there for that, right? Oh, there are swap screens. I'm pretty sure it swapped screens just now. Yeah, it shows that nobody's online. There's like 0 out of 0. Try opening it as admin. What, BattleNet? Maybe there's an issue. I don't know. It's only on the EU side too. Hold on, let me log out and log back in. It does not, like I was on WoW on NA side just fine earlier, and now nothing was the issue on NA. I could see all my friends' SID, I could talk to my friends, I could queue for groups and everything just fine. On EU, however, I'm having these issues. So I don't know if it's an EU thing. You still can invite us if we can whisper you. I don't see what the name of everybody's names are. I just see as a chat 11. Everybody who messaged me, it just shows up as chat 11. I can't invite chat 11. I don't think that'll work properly. Because I don't know, like I need to have you guys' real ID name. But I don't think it will work if I don't see it. My list doesn't work? Yeah, my list doesn't work either. EU, can you guys explain what's going on? Okay, EU. Look. This is my EU side of BattleNet, right? This is my EU side of BattleNet. EU here. You have all these people trying to add me here. Batch, I got you added. Can't accept friend request. You can't have more than 200 friends. Okay, but if I look at my friends list, which is a 0. Oh, I can't even tell who's who. Look, I can't even tell who's who. Well, I can see some of you. Skeet, Snoopy, Swarley, Toth, Zikari. I see some of you guys. Jack, Chicken, Captura, Canny, Alex, Atho. I see some of you guys. Why do I see some of you? Pixie, Rectu. What's going on to you? I think Battle.net can't connect to a friend server. Yeah, EU broke, man. So, what do we do then? Do we just ask NA boys if they're on? Hello? Like, I click up here offline, I pick online, it's still, like, grayed out. It's like, the transparent, like, away, it doesn't turn yellow, busy, it doesn't, wait. Busy, it doesn't turn red, green. I keep clicking online. Keep clicking online. 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 EU! Just queue the group leader, type it in the chat here. Just try queuing as is? Okay, well, I'll try. Alright, we're gonna give it a go. You guys will need to tell me exactly what the name is on Real ID. Exactly what the name is on Real ID. Like, proper letters and everything, and I'm gonna hope to God none of you have, like, special characters. So we'll try it. Just when you message me via Real ID on EU, tell me exactly what your name is on Real ID. We'll try it. Retrieving details as it happened to my friends is kind of fucked up because Blizzard apparently fixed it, but now I guess it's happening for EU. You mean on a name? It happened on a name? Real ID name is Canny 5 out of 5. Because some of you guys see me, right? Some of you guys are able to message me, because I can't message a single one of you. Like, it doesn't even show, like, my newest friends list, right? It doesn't even show the guy who said he has a full group of Russians. Right? Okay, well, message me if you have a group, and then tell me exactly what your name is on your Real ID. Because, look, I get what says chat 11. It just says chat 11. Like, I can't really, I mean, I could try maybe like what? / invite spectator match chat 11 5 Nagrand, right? Nothing happens. Canny, right? CANNY is the name, right? That's your Real ID name. Oh no, your character names. Actually, your character names will work just fine. Your character names will work just fine as long as you don't have any special letters. Because it actually will figure out, like, your character names. If not Real ID names, your character names will work. So I have Canny. I'm going to type in exactly as you give me. So if you give me wrong, then it's not going to work. You guys have to give me exactly. CANNY. You want a character name or Real ID? Just character name is fine. But it got to be perfect name for the character. Carry, CERRY 5. You have no target. CERRY. I got Canny, CANNY, and CERRY. If you want a character name, add an extra more Y. To which one? Is it Canny with an extra Y? Canny, Carry, 5. No, that didn't work. Does it work? You guys gotta help me. I don't know if it works. EU, guys, EU is broken. I don't know what you guys is happening on your side of the region. NA is fine. I don't know what you guys did. I don't know who runs EU, but they're not doing their job. Canny Real ID and Canny in-game. Okay. Tater match. Let's try CANNYY and CERRY 5. I don't think I need to do. Okay, it's not working. So character name. So normally character name still works, because I've tried it before. Like, how do you type up somebody's like Real ID name? And it's like sometimes the character name works. It's fine. I don't need to do. Maybe you should type in character names realms as well, like Kachuk and Kazakh. Okay, let's try it. Spectator match. We got Kachrikan dash Kazakh, and I think Carry Sylvanas. Sylvanas 5. Did I type it right? Kachrikan Kazakh. Carry CERRY Sylvanas. Yeah. That didn't work. Hey, it's Dwarf. Character name is. Okay, let me try Dwarf then. Kachikan and Dwarf. Let me do that. Make sure Kachikan is lead, by the way. I don't know. It might still not work. Here, 0 sick dash hell scream and Kachikan Kazakh 5. Didn't work. So normally I don't need to give people like I don't need to include like the server name. Usually as long as I have you guys added on Real ID, the macro doesn't really have an issue with specific character names, because most of you guys don't have the same name. So you usually can distinguish between who is who, like by character name alone. If I have you on Rad and Real ID, normally Real ID is just easier, but my BNet app is still nothing. Let me log out of BNet app and log on to the NA side to make sure it's not happening on NA, because last time I was on NA it was fine. Now I'm having second thoughts. Does NA work? NA works! Look, there's a green dial over here for NA, and that's working just fine. I can go offline, I can be busy, I can be away. Busy is kind of not working properly. Yep. Oh wait, not busy works. Okay, online, offline, away, wait. Okay, yeah. And everybody's fine. It's the EU side that's gonna bork. When you try to queue, it says you have no target. Yeah, I know, because I don't have anybody actually on Real ID. Normally it would be able to take from my Real ID, but my Real ID, if you go to Real ID, it says 0. Yeah. Don't you type both realms for each info? No, never. Never had to type in both realms, Gren. Never had to type in realms. I just had to type either Real ID, and in some cases, character name. If Real ID for whatever reason didn't work. Some of you guys have like a Real ID that's like two names, like Bob, Billy, Bob space Billy wouldn't work. So I would take the character name like Arastoror or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So no, never had to. Thinking about making it work for 8.3, they're a lot of fun. I think you will enjoy it. Apparently, BNet's friends have merged one of the messages of mine. Yeah. Oh, so that's okay. I guess it as much because so apparently it looks like everybody on my chat 11 is exactly the same. Like everybody's going into the same BNet. Like everybody who messaged me on Real ID, that's all you guys. That's a lot of messages from like one from Carrie, one from Canny. You're right. Yeah. Because the servers are hard problems. Man, which are the best one in class right now? I would say monks are really strong. I'd say monks are really good. Try to log in the EU again. It got fixed? I don't think it did. Let me try. Let me log out of everything. Right? Let me also log out of BNet completely. And let me close BNet. And I'll log back in and I'll try logging into EU side of things. Try to log into EU again. Okay, did it work now? Did it get fixed? Log it on. This is frustrating. So Kran, when is my invite to the wedding? I've been waiting. What's up, Devilish? How's it going, fam? It's still fuckboys. Yeah. Coming to Europe. It says a 0. Friends. Can it? Will it let me remove people? It doesn't even tell me who is who, and it will still let me remove, I guess. Should I try removing somebody at random? We don't know who's who. We don't know who's who. One person could just get yeeted off of here, dude. I really want to play. I do too. I do too. But I don't know what's going on your guys' end. Nothing on Twitter though. Go to control, delete, task manager, everything related to WoW. Okay. So reset BNet again, yeah. BNet cache. WoW. How to clear BNet cache. Do 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 do. I could try deleting the BNet folder. I'm looking at some of the other stuff right now. Battle.net app. Close task. Battle.net update agent. Cancel. That's about everything. Okay, so I got nothing BNet running in the background right now. Yeah, nothing in the background running BNet. No updater agent or nothing like that. So I'm clean. I need Windows key now. Windows key R. Program data. Battle.net. Blizzard Entertainment. Delete Battle.net folder. If error persists after these steps, another program may be causing the problem. Restart the computer and try these steps again. I could try deleting my Battle.net folder, my Battle.net files. Let's try it. Let's try deleting my Battle.net files as well. It'll probably be loaded up properly. I think it'll be okay. Maybe I deleted Battle.net, but it's alright. Logging on. But it's having to probably re-download all the Battle.net stuff, isn't it? Okay, now it's actually not even. Now it actually has no idea where my games are. So let me locate where my WoW is real quick. Okay, located my WoW. It's initializing something for EU WoW. Hold on, it's doing something. Finalizing. It did something. It lost where all my stuff was for a second. What about Classic? Do I need to? Okay, no, I need to locate that game too. Okay, Classic. Need to locate Classic as well while we're at it. Classic is gonna be in here. Okay, it's updating Classic too. If files were corrupted, you would have had the same problem in our name. Yeah. What's up, Candy? I see you online now. I don't see you guys online, though. So you guys see me online, but I don't see you. That's still the problem. Because look, I still don't see anybody. It's still 0 out of 0. It's still 0 out of 0. Like, when I go, it doesn't show up anybody. I'm glad that you see me online, so it looks like we might have fixed something. Somewhere. You were not online before? I wasn't? Huh. Well. Okay, wait, it's updating? PTR? It's updating PTR? Is that something? Does that mean anything? Hello? No. Finalizing? Does that mean it lost where Modern Warfare is at? It did. Another restart? Maybe. Try repairing client. Like my WoW. It's not a World of Warcraft thing, I don't think. I think it's just BNet thing. Like I can log on WoW just fine. You know what I mean? Logging on WoW is not the issue. At least it doesn't look like it is. Because I can log on WoW and do stuff. It's just BNet. It's on EU. Because I... Okay, let me go and log on NA. Let me log on NA real quick, okay? Wait, wrong one. I logged on EU. Okay, let's just try logging on EU. Maybe it'll somehow work. Maybe it'll somehow work on EU. Let's just log in the game right now. Maybe it'll update. If that doesn't work, we'll go back to NA just to make sure it works properly on NA. Then we're gonna close down BNet, reopen it back up, and hope for the best. There's nothing you can do to fix it. That's kind of lame. Yeah, it's still 0 out of 0 on the left side. Bummer. We might have to do these on a native day then, boys. Bummer. Okay, let's log on a name. Just make sure this isn't happening on both sides. Maybe NA is fucked too. Maybe NA is messed up too. Maybe. You never know. You never know. Could try an A and EU tomorrow, but a shame that but I think it's okay. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, let's log on my torrent. Yeah, it would be a shame. I wouldn't really want to do that, but that might be the last thing I can do. Okay, yeah, look, my BNet is fine on an A. Look at that. I have all my friends. I have this guy. I have Moxie, who's playing on his Death Knight and not on Classic, which I'm happy about. I got fucking Rylosaur playing on Schlapp. We got everybody here. So NA works just fine. Yo, NA, could you guys could NA make some groups just in case? If this does not work on EU today, could NA please make some groups just in case? Just at least start them. Just at least start them. Okay, I'm gonna close Battle.net. Open it back up. See if anything happens. We could test for our accounts to NA and then Q4 head. Can you? Can you? I guess you should be able to, right? Transfer account from region to region. Let's say somebody moved, right? Let's say somebody moved from one region to another. IRL. And then when they want to transfer your account from one region to the other. I guess it would make sense, right? Huh. Yeah, EU is still fucked. Let me see what happens if I just log into NA. And then log on to EU. Because NA seems to work properly. You could start with PC, maybe that'll work. I don't know how restarting my PC will work. It seems like a Battle.net issue, an EU issue. I don't know how my PC could. I mean, if you could find a reasoning why my PC might be the issue, might be the reason why it's not working, then I'll try it. But only if you find a reasoning. ROMs won't be the same. Yeah, BNet on EU is still fucked. Restart router. Let me just power down my house and power it back up. I don't think a router would work unless you guys can find a convincing argument why my router might be it. Because I can log on the game. I can log in. Look, I can go run around. I'm using spells. That means I'm not having issue connecting to EU. Right? I can fucking interact with an NPC. Motherfucker, where's the transmog? Thank you. I can go down there and kill a fucking... Wait, I can't fly. Well, I could go and kill like a fucking enemy, right? Can't I come down and just kill something? That's like a 120 area. I'll go over here, I might be able to find something, right? It scales, right? Friend server has problems. So how do you fix that? Hold on. Maybe I could just look it up. BNet friends shows offline. Friends appear as offline when they are not. I'm looking up a different forum posts. I got invited. Hello. Well, I can get invited for the groups. I got Jal in here. But I don't think that helps. Like, I got invited by Jal, boys. It's not my internet. I'm pretty sure it's not. As a client, you can't do anything. So what do we do then? Go on an A, I guess? Ba, 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 ba. Okay, here's a forum post of somebody. Same issue, and I know exactly what started when playing a Motherboar beta on Thursday, and I saw him game for 4 hours. Informed me that he was on for 10 minutes. We had this issue ever since. Repair Battle.net. Uninstalled and reinstalled. Deleted Battle.net folder. Deleted cache. This error also appears in mobile app through blah 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 blah. Go on Overwatch. Exit desktop. Time menus 15 hours and nothing different. Only different beta. This affects people on friends list. Let me try this. Can't see my BNet friends. Maybe there'll be a post about that. Battle friends list missing. Yeah, the last thing I could do is uninstall Battle.net and reinstall it. That's about all I can do. NA time? I think it is NA time on you. There's nothing I think you could do. I had the issues a month ago, baby. Blizzard had to fix it on your end. It's not anyone's with Blizzard. Alright, boys. NA, we are in emergency protocol, Delta, Alpha, Squadron, Beta, fucking Big Mac, okay? NA, we need everyone. NA, we need you on for tonight. EU duels aren't working, so NA needs to come out and play. Alright, NA, we are at a desperate need. I want to get some duels for the day, but EU is just unplayable. Literally, I can't even invite people to make the group, so we have to do these on NA. Do PTR duels, EU versus NA? I'm not doing that. No. We're gonna do NA duels, boys. We're gonna do some real duels over with the boys. NA, I need you. I got a group on Horde right now. Alrighty, we'll try to see what we can do. Literally, hope you're having a good one. Lucas, I'm having a good one, but we cannot get the duels on EU going. My friends list on BNet does not show up whatsoever. And I'm actually really sad about it. I've been frustrated trying to figure this out, but no matter what you did, deleted BNet, cleared the cache, fucking cleared all the WoW folders, and to the point where my BattleNet forgot where my games were and I had to do locate it. Right? My BNet came in free, clean. Brainless. Like, what? My character is higher than 440 because of alts? Yeah, well, welcome joining on alts. We are too friendly in Europe to fight each other. Nah, it's not that. Dude, I actually was hoping, because Fridays is EU duels every time, man. Friday is EU duels every time. Restart your computer. I don't know if that'll work. Again, unless if you guys have... Check every 5 to 10 minutes if EU is up. Cat, I don't know if it'll be up, dude. Alright, NA, we need some boys, dude. We need the boys. NA, need you here for some duels. EU is broken right now. Calling on NA. Here we go. However many of you guys can make a group, that'll be great. Just 2 people. 2 groups of 5 people. 10 people all together. That's all we need to start some groups. Mine is working now, Dal. I got Jeff Kang here. But we haven't got anyone yet? Alrighty. Delete system 32. Sounds reasonable. Mine is working. Dal, it work again. Restart router. New IP maybe and refresh connection. Maybe it'll work. That's not what IP will. IP and new router. Refresh connection. Go streamer. Just go buy a new router. That wouldn't help a BattleNet, however. Can he? I very doubt that would help BattleNet. You call it a gut feeling, or 4 years in IT. Call it gut feeling. Can you sell Sepim? I tried Baczynski, but it won't let me. It won't let me unless I remove somebody from a real ID. But I can't tell who I can or can't remove from real ID. I was gonna remove somebody who hasn't been in the game for like a month or 2. So I can't add you until I remove somebody. Try one more time. It's up. Yo, Dal, I just moved to EU for a head. Just moved to EU. Yeah. Server just has problems. XD. You won 5v5. Stream some League of Legends. 5v5 1v1 duels are fucking dope, dude. Hello? Who needs League? Who plays League? Who plays League anymore, man? Dude, you used to hear about League of Legends all the time. You used to hear about League of Legends all the time. Even if you didn't play League, you always heard something about League. Since, like, I want to say 2015, 2016, it's been crickets, dude. I don't even hear my friends talk about League. Like, mustn't be in a good spot anymore. Unlock 100% brain power. There it is. Chidden IP won't work XD. Go a plane to EU, then try. It's actually fixed now, though, lol. Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure that EU is fixed, boys? Are you sure that EU is fixed? I need confirmation. My BattleNet just popped back up. The beacon has been light. What? Has been light? What? EU, can we confirm? Can any one of you guys that are regular? Can we confirm? Mine is in Netherlands. How has you being in the Netherlands has anything to do with it? I feel like that's such a weird detail to add. Mine is in, and I'm in Netherlands. Like, wait, what? Does Netherlands not get BNet? I feel like it's a weird detail to add. We could try EU mom NA is making groups, I guess. That could work. Let me see who else is on here to make some groups. Who here regularly makes groups? Nick? Is that Blazer? Nando. Wanna make a group? Hey. Hey, wanna make a group for 5v5s? Working well. I'm gonna ask Nando just in case. Maybe Nando might want to do it. Yo, Dal, how you doing? What's up, Kakashi? My BNet is working. Netherlands is in EU. Don't know why I said it. I don't. It's just a weird detail to add. Like, it's like, it's like the emphasis. Mine works, and I'm in EU. You know what I mean? All right, we got Nando and we got Jeff Gang trying to make 2 groups. Thank you. 2Y. Keep trying to make groups. Also feel free to advertise in chat that you got one going. Alrighty, I'm gonna log off of NA. You guys are saying maybe it works. Yeah, I got my dream job. I'm working as a pastry cook. My man, congratulations. Follow your dreams every fucking time, my dude. Let's see if EU works. What's up, guy? Hope you're having a good one. We've been having trouble with BNet today. On EU side, whenever I log on EU BNet, I can't see anybody on my real ID. So we've been kind of AFK and waiting for it to get fixed. We tried everything on our end. I'm gonna be trying one more time to see if BNet works. We got some guys on EU making groups though. Let's see if it works. I believe I'm gonna spend way too much money. Oh wait, shit, it works. Oh wait, shit, it works. Oh shit. Where is Nando? Where's Jeff Kang? Alright, we're back on NA. We're back on EU, boys. Back on EU. It works. Let me just message Nando real quick. Never mind. EU, NA works. How do you message? Start voice chat. Invite for group. Okay, that's how you can message. NVM EU. Wait. NVM EU works now. Sorry. Here we go. Alright, well at least wait, okay, I hit decline, but ready, 5v5, Kenny. Oops, wrong. We got a group, we got Kenny. Yeah, this sucked, dude. Yeah, just for that, we're gonna stream a little bit longer. Just for all this garbage that Blizzard decided to throw on us, we're gonna stream a little bit longer, make sure everybody got plenty of time to get duels out of their system, yeah? I think that'll be only fair. Holy shit. Yo, this fucking tilted me off, dude. This tilted me off kilter, dude. Night Raven. And Kenny, 5. Join as a group failed. Fuck. Did I fuck up one of you guys' name? Night Raven. Kenny. Did it work? Kenny give me lead? Oh, you guys the same fucking group. Oh, no fucking wonder. Okay, no wonder it doesn't work. Okay, Dwarf and Night Raven. Yeah, you guys should probably let me know that. Don't message me unless you're a leader of the groups, boys. It'll make it so much harder for me to figure out like who is lead, who got a group, who doesn't. Just don't hit me up unless you lead. Just don't hit me up. Wait, Kenny. We're putting him down, Night Raven up. He's the lead. There we go. We got in, I think. Redo? Okay. I'll redo. Dwarf and Night Raven. That'll work, right? Maybe? Oops, ready here. Alright, Cat. Thanks for being ready, man. Hey, we should get Cat in here, man. He doesn't ever get to join a lot of these, man. Did it bug? No, it probably bugged. Dude, I'm not even... We just had bullshit for 40 minutes. I'm not even surprised that it just bugged. Immediately. 1, 2, 3, can you accept me? Do I even see you on here? I don't even see you. You might need to re-add me, my guy. I literally don't even see you. Alright, we'll just try it again. We'll try it again. We'll queue again. What's up, Sejuk? How you doing, my man? I'm here, Dalaran. Nando, I appreciate it. Yo, Nando, even if you didn't get a groups on NA, I appreciate you for even trying, my man. I appreciate you for hitting me back up, dude. I know it's like a short notice, and it's a Friday, which is not an NA day, but I appreciate you for at least hitting me back up, man. I appreciate it. Scratch that, you working right now? Yo, Jeff, fucking honor you and Nando are fucking MVPs of NA, dude. They're fucking right there. Johnny on the spot. Okay, we'll try it again. Now it works. It'll work eventually. God damn it, Blizzard! Fuck! Why are you like this, Blizzard? Why? Who works over on the EU side of Baynet management? Who does that? Fire him. Get a new guy. Or a girl. I don't care. Whoever does it right. Damn it. Okay. Switch. Oh my god, dude. Fucking EU. We got we got like team champions over in Team Red. We got Athaman, Retribution Paladin Monster. We got ASUS Canny, Fire Mage Extraordinaire. Maybe we'll see him play some Frost sometime. Fortin, the Windwalker champion. We got Reki, the greatest survival hunter I've ever met. I don't even know who Reki is, but he's new, so I like it. It's Snoopy. What's up? And it's got that Ragnaros Mace as a good old Pharaoh. We got Apocryphal on Team Blue, playing that Unholy. We got Jaw giving a chance as a Pharaoh. We got another Pharaoh Prox. We got ourselves Relieve. I want to say relieve, just because he's gonna relieve himself. On the competition, we got ourselves Zerostic. Yo, Pharaohs be out of Catform, please, unless you're doing. Thank you so much. Otherwise, Relive is gonna get a bug that will actually let him out. Manage the competition with a stun onto Atho in the opener. Atho turns it around with a Hammer of Justice, but he's not gonna go for wings immediately. Relive is just gonna have to sit it a little bit, sit that stun, and get more offensive. Atham popping in wings right now. Relive, perfect opportunity to get himself into prison. Into an adaptation by Atham, and perfect opportunity for him to get offensive. I wonder if that's a minute-long cooldown for wings, or if that's real wings. Looks like those wings are real, and Relive is just trying to see if he can juke around Atham for a little bit, trying to get him off the platform as much as possible. Short stun into the Paladin to follow. Does get himself the I-beam rolling, and a bit of blur to follow as an extra defensive, as he's going to collect himself a little bit extra healing off of Atham. He's still looking to play a little bit defensively. Relive still holding on to a trinket. Atho using that mobility. What is that ASUS? We barely see that hammer. But Atho trying to play around mobility against one of the most mobile classes in the game. Atho setting himself up with the next sentence. Short stun into Atho with an I-beam for Relive. Gonna be a Hodge right now. Atho been popping his Shield of Vengeance. Could be popping wings with that thing right now. Maybe. Shield does pop. Does quite a substantial amount of damage to Relive. And Atho looking to get himself a bit of a reset. Should be looking out not to get interrupted right now. If he gets interrupted without ability to bubble or bob, he'll be in a dire situation. Relive, being a Demon Hunter, can just charge in and interrupt immediately. Stun into Relive, waits for Atho, instant trinket for the Demon Hunter, with an Imprison to follow for Atho, who's going to get adapted out of it. Relive going up in the air, trying to punish Athaman with a couple of those fell lances. Atho dipping down, using those wings for a second just to catch up on health, even by a hair. The Demon Hunter is going to be behind on trinket for a little bit. As it still bubble, actually going to be bubbling Relive's I-beam right here with an interrupt onto the I-beam. And Relive is just going to bail out of there for a second, try to wait out the bubble. Can maybe get hyper offensive onto Atho after the bubble. Needs to get himself maybe metamorphosis or something, and second I-beam might need to come out as he's actually starting to fall a little bit behind on defenses. Darkness all he has. That's actually going to be wings right now for Atho. Metamorphosis coming out as an ace in a hole for Relive. Could be going in for a darkness right after to follow up on Atho, who is going to walk out of darkness for a second. Still has wings rolling for him to again try not to get interrupted. Blessing of Protection still could be a viable defensive. Hydrant to Relive, and Atho needs to do the most amount of damage, but the Demon Hunter recovered quite a bit of health though as it went into meta. Adaptation should be back out for Atho and Relive. Was he aware that Atho is going to bail out of there? He was not. Athaman is going to be behind on an essence that gives him any damage viability, like Blood of the Enemy or Crucible of Flame, which is also a little bit of a heal. Instead, he opts out for the essence that gives him mobility to get out of a bad situation, but that's really about it. Which is a decent choice, but it's not quite as a damage increase as some people want it. Although for some classes, mobility can be huge if you already do enough damage on your own. Like a Shadow Priest or something along those lines. Relive landing a little bit of an imprison onto Atho. He's going to go for a Hodge. Not getting offensive with a Relive. Doesn't look like he has a minute long cooldown for wings. Bob is still available. And Shield of Vengeance is going to be available as well. It could go for Shield of Vengeance to reverse it into Relive. Needs to wait out for the Demon Form. That's going to be maybe a little bit of an interrupt. Trying to come out for Relive. Didn't happen. Shield of Vengeance is up for Atha. Demon Form down for Relive. Still gets slapped around with the Shield of Vengeance. Wings coming out for Athaman with a minute long wings. Trying to hammer in as much damage into Relive while he's got it. Throwing in more Hammer Justice, Blessing of Protection, getting hit with a belt. Athaman is actually completely naked right now. Relive landing yet another I-beam. Has been over to sub. Might be enough damage right here to take down Atha. Atha doesn't have a lot left, and down he goes. Relive taking him out in the 4-minute mark with Snoopy coming in next. Getting interrupted on his opener with a Blade Dance. That's going to be a little bit of Thorns right now. Relive does need to take off those Thorns immediately. Snoopy punishing Relive with a powerful opener. Full Blades up and running. Double Crucible to follow. And Relive still is going to get himself a little bit of a Blade Dance into an I-beam onto Snoopy. Thorns are down. Snoopy's Under Raw Trinket is proccing hard right here. Relive catches himself at about half his health. Wall coming up for Snoopy as Relive is down on cooldowns for quite a moment. No defense is available for a bit. Short stun by Snoopy. Actually, a full stun right now. Could be a bash right here. Might be able to go for a big bite. Got himself a reset with a stun, and down goes Relive. Into Jurassic up next versus Snoopy. Not going to be able to catch him off the bat. Looking to maybe whirlwind him out, but that's going to be reset by the Feral. Eyes are up for Jurassic. If he can deny the opener for Snoopy, he might be in a good spot. Opener denied. Snoopy does not get the first initial stun. Thorns are up though. Jurassic, if he has Reflect with Rampage, that could be huge damage reversal onto Snoopy. Quite bursty playstyle. That's going to be immediate and red regeneration for Jurassic though. Snoopy looking to maybe land a root onto Jurassic to get him out of there. Actually leaping right past him. Jurassic, even though he got the major defensive, his health not looking good. Big bite and down he goes. See if he's got a chance. What's in the arena for just a matter of seconds. Jaw is up next. That's going to be a reset for Snoopy. That's trying to hit him with a Thrash. Not going to be happening in bear form. It looks like Snoopy is waiting out for some cooldowns. Wall has one of those. Needs to get a second one. And Trinket should be available very, very soon. Is going to be down on his incarnation, however. So Jaw might have himself advantage if he does catch Snoopy out early. Walk past him for just a second. And try to see if he can just swipe around the eye. Snoopy catching bear from getting a Moonfire onto Jaw. He exchanges with a Crucible. And Snoopy actually still might be able to catch a reset. Keeping a Moonfire on Jaw. It looks like maybe they got Moonfire traded to one another. Leap for Snoopy. Instant bash on Jaw. Forces a Trinket out of the guy. Snoopy pre-walled this. Double Thorns for both of the Pharaohs. Double wall for both of them. Jaw trading out the last set of Crucible he has for a little bit of time. And Snoopy is taking quite a bit of damage, but so is Jaw. The dots are set in. Second wall available for Jaw right now is just committing a lot of damage. Snoopy does not have second wall right now. Wall comes in, but that's stun comes in, but he does trick it out of it. Second wall available if he needs it. It's playing as defensive as possible. Jaw looking for recovery as well. Jaw got himself cooldowns rolling with Berserk. Huge damage turned around by Snoopy with a big old bite. Looking to maybe get some back-to-back stun on Jaw, though. It doesn't look like it's going to be it. Safety trick coming out for Jaw right now was dampening being only at 9%. That was still quite a big value on that safety absorb. But now he's not going to have it for a little bit. Snoopy looking quite offensive here. Looking quite, he has a lot of pressure. Oh, Hibernate dodged by power shifting out of it while he is stunned. And Jaw is going to land a short stun on Snoopy, but Jaw should be worried about his health. Trying to go for a big bite, and Snoopy gets the Thorns up and running. Straightening Crucibles. There's going to be Thorns on Jaw as well. Snoopy catches himself a heal. Jaw trying to go uninterrupted. That's going to be Snoopy free to heal himself right now. Jaw is super behind on damage a little bit here. Snoopy looking to bash to close out the game. Does he have enough damage here? Big bite to close it out. Just clamp it down on him like a guillotine. Prox is up next, another Feral. Probably should not be letting Snoopy catch a full reset, but looks like he is. It looks like the whole team, Team Red, is just BMing the guy. Why are you guys like this? Fortune, why are you like this? He went and just flagged the guy immediately. Why are you like this? Oh my god. It looks like Snoopy actually is given the full honor duel here. And he's got his entourage, Fortune. And then he's got another entourage, Caddy. Just wants to be in there, dude. The trio. I mean, alright, you guys walked up. No bow, anything like that. You want to moonfire each other, maybe? I don't know how you're going to do it. 7 minutes in, almost 8. 18% dampening. And Snoopy so far has had a major lead for Team Red. Prox, actually, is he playing Boom? He cannot be playing Boomy. No, he is not. I was thinking for a second, like, he's standing out there, got a couple of those Moonfires, and I'm like, what? Is that a Moonfire, Sunfire? Like, what's going on? But it's going to be Prox catching a regrowth. No stealth for either one. It's going to be open or bash by Snoopy. Does he go for a double stun onto Prox? No, he is actually going to go for double stun. That's going to be a rake restun. Prox is popping himself thorns, but that's going to be Snoopy popping thorns as well. Prox is forced to play super defensive, try to get a root onto Snoopy. Power shits out of it immediately. It's going to leap on top of Prox as soon as he can. Wall coming out for Prox right now. Snoopy is still holding on to his one wall. That's going to be a pre-wall actually. Did pre-wall that bash? He might have actually. But that's still going to be a trinket used for Snoopy out of that bash. Prox playing defensive. Snoopy playing defensive. Both of them just trying to build comp points. Short stun into Prox. Trinkets out of it immediately. As Snoopy looking to catch himself a bit of a reset. Prox is going to actually allow for that to happen. Going to catch a couple of regrowths himself as well. 24% dampening. Looking to get to 25% dampening in just a moment. And Prox getting a stun onto Snoopy right now might be big. Could go for a setup right here. Trying to go for a big old bite. Bash reversal. Why Snoopy could be going for a stun himself. Back bite onto Prox. Both of them are super low in health. Thorns are up for Prox. And Snoopy is looking for the kill. Looking to get the Thorns up and running as well. And they can just moonfire the guy down. Regrowth's coming out for both of the Pharaohs. Prox should be able to get himself a bit of a reset here as well. Or not. Maybe he was hoping that he would have enough Prox here. Is going to get himself a regrowth. Is he out of mana? He's not regrowthing at all. Is he waiting for Snoopy or something? Snoopy does catch himself a regrowth. Prox is going to regrowth. Maybe he's waiting for regrowth to catch a reset and get an open onto Snoopy. Does deny him the bash opener or rake opener, but he does follow up with a bash instead. Prox super behind on health right now. 29% dampening. Huge crit by that Crucible. Stun by Snoopy. It looks like Prox might be down for the count. Guillotine teeth closing down on his neck. And Apocrypha is the last one left. Do they even stand a chance against Snoopy, though? That is the question. Because Snoopy has been monstrous. What I like about Snoopy is how defensive he is, but also just how offensive he still is. A lot of the Pharaohs we've seen go for a very defensive playstyle where it's a lot of self-healing, lots of just sustainability of self. But the damage kind of starts falling behind, and they can never really get a full kill. Snoopy does not give up that offensive pressure at all, while maintaining that self-heal. Maybe the Underrod trinket does majority of that. But also just a very well-versed Pharaoh. Apocrypha, though, trying to snowball on Snoopy. Going to be a reset opener by Snoopy. Popping a wall right here, just looking to get away from Apocrypha while the cooldowns are getting used. With that AMS, did wait out the Abomination, and Snoopy is still on a run. Looking to catch maybe a reset as Apocrypha gets looking a little bit shabby. No IBF or AMS available. Thorns are up for Snoopy. Apocrypha is going to have to go for a little bit of death back. Perfect opportunity for Snoopy to get even more offensive right now while Thorns is still running. Stun on Apocrypha. Trick it out of the DK. Trick it out of the Snoopy as he gets hit with a Strangulate. And just looking to let the Blaze do work on Apocrypha. Wait now for the Necrotic. Wait now until he can get himself a good setup for cooldowns. But he's just waiting. Apocrypha got himself Transfusion a little bit too early. Grip onto Snoopy. A couple Death Strikes are going to let him recover a little bit. But it looks like Snoopy took down his pet completely. Bashed and fall onto Apocrypha. Looking to close out with the last bite at the end. Does land it. And down goes Apocrypha. Snoopy, I think, landed himself 4-0. 5-0, actually. Took down Atha. Was it Atha? Yeah. It was Atha versus Demon Hunter. Wait, did Demon... No, Demon Hunter took down Atha. Then you took down the Demon Hunter. That's what it was. But that's a good start, boys. A big old 1v5 off the bat. Let's get another group going, yeah? Baczynski, let me see if I can add you, my man. You said you added me, but hopefully I see you, dude. Hopefully I see you. Okay, I don't think I see you. Who hasn't been online in, like, days? 17 days. Okay, try to re-add me. Try to re-add me. I'm gonna do this. Wait. No, wrong one. Oh, yeah. Okay, who else hasn't been online in a while? Who else hasn't been online in, like, months or days? Trying to clean up, friends. Jacko? I can't remove Jacko. I can't remove Jacko. 11 days. Sorry, my guy. Boop. I was gonna remove some of these because these guys probably have been sitting in the lines for a while. Okay, so if I see 127, try to re-add me. And I'll get you in. Hopefully it'll work. Because I remember I saw you earlier on BNet, but... Full group? Perfect, Jack. My group didn't get to play. We got Katrikan, though, so let's get Kat in here. We got Kat, Rican, and Jack. 5. We'll get you again, Night Raven. We'll get you again in a bit. See if you can swap a couple people around. Well, I guess the only one you could really swap is maybe... I feel bad if you swapped Atha because he didn't really get a full interact. Yeah, keep everybody. Keep everybody there. Alrighty. Sup? Love your class videos. Please make more. What class videos? Like the duels? Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. I need Spore pods. I know, right? I gotta play Spore pods more. They work it hard. Yeah, maybe. Steve bet me over. He went really well, dude. He played really, really well. You gotta give him credit, yeah? You really gotta give him credit. Alrighty, boys. Did I save that one? I did not. How many are we at on BFA EU? BFA EU Duels. Oh, they got a major named Dampener. I like that, dude. EU, what is it? 60? 61, 62, 64, 65, 66, 66, 67 is next. That's a long actually, that's a pretty short duel on the bat. We're gonna try to get as many of these guys as we can, yeah? Alrighty, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Team Blue with Bornlich. We got Dampener as an arcade mage. Illidane's playing that Illidank. We got ourselves Catch and go back as a Fury Warrior. Nyx playing more of that Frost DK. We got Carry on Team Red playing more of that Fury. We got Darkos playing that Marksman Hunter. Love Scars playing as more of that Scary Boy. Cepha playing as what looks like maybe a Fire Mage. I want to say those Peepers, dude. Those red Peepers. Maybe they could fire, but those also got Toko. Who's going up first? Is it Toko or is it Cepha? Looks like both of these are confused. But we got Bornlich on Team Blue. He says he's going up against one guy. He's like, Cepha? Is that you? Is that who I'm going up against? Toko, back up if you're not dueling. I think they're still trying to figure out who's going first, who's going next. Yeah, Bornlich is confused. He's like, But Bornlich should probably look at who of these guys is in stealth. It's probably Toko. I think I'm dueling Toko. It looks like you're dueling Toko, Bornlich. Hopefully pay attention to the stream. Because he is just kind of... He's just camping, dude. That's some Call of Duty camping. Ooh. You can kind of see his mog. He has that ice crown, ICC, like, from the store. Oh, there he is. Oh, what's up? Yo, it looks so good. Dude, that helm still looks so cool. Not gonna lie, that helm is still one of the coolest helms. Yeah, that looks dope. Alrighty, Bornlich. Kind of run to the side. Maybe it's not even Toko. Yo, Team Red, I don't know who's going first. I don't know who's going last. You guys better figure it out. It's literally been 2 minutes. You get into a 2-minute mark. It looks like maybe he's next. He's first. Maybe it's lagging. Bornlich is getting in there. I don't blame you. Bornlich, I don't blame you for doing it. He's giving you a chance. Toko just trinketed. It looks like Toko is first, but maybe he's lagging. Alright, Bornlich. He's all yours, dude. You get a freebie, I guess. Oh, look at that big blow to the enemy burst. Oh my god, the pet damage. Yo, that's so good. Bornlich got an easy one. I don't know what's Toko doing. It looks like Toko was lagging. So Team Red, next up, is going to be next up. It looks like it's going to be Carry. Just getting a little love tap to Bornlich. Opening up with a Stormbolt. IBF immediately for Bornlich to follow up with even more bursts. As he's get himself a little bit of that Pillar of Frost damage rolling. Carry is still spinning to win for this one. This is going to be playing as offensive as possible. I do like whenever Fury Warriors play that Stormbolt. They can lock somebody down and do a lot of damage. Bornlich, though, both of these two warriors playing that Underrod trinket, trying to go for a little bit extra self-sustain with the heals. Bornlich still trying to make himself as much value, get himself as much value out of that. Remorseless Winter, trying to get it rolling as often as he can. Carry doesn't look like he actually takes out too much damage from that. Gonna be Transfusion, disarm for Bornlich. Is he gonna be trinking it out of that? Looks like he's trinking something earlier. I guess the fear. That's gonna be still more Remorseless Winter, but he's dropping down in health. He's dipping. Gonna be a bit of a reflect for Carry. Damage from Frost. Reflecting back to Bornlich just by a little bit, but looks like Bornlich is getting close to the execute range. Might have to go for a bit of a death bag here. As he's diving in incredibly low, Deathback comes out as Carry gets himself offensive cooldowns rolling. Short started to Bornlich, trying to get him back to that offensive execute rotation going. Bornlich not really looking all that good. Might to go for a bit of a Deathback. Looks like maybe he gave up. Nope. Or, yeah, I don't really know. He's went for a stun. Blood of the damage to follow. Does he have any damage? He does not, and down he goes. Carry taking him out. What is going on? At least a nice bout to follow for the guy. Dampener? Who's next? We got Illidanes? We got Cat, we got Nyx. Who's going next? Boys, yo, this beginning of the duel is off to a little bit of a rough start as neither team knows who's going first, who's going last. It's a good idea to set that up before you get the duels going, yeah? Valiant DH games are boring, just saying. You think so? I crashed, FML, kill me or something. I guess you could just have somebody else go since you crashed. You could have somebody else go instead to be like, okay, he's not gonna go, next guy's gonna go. That's perfectly fine if something like that happens. Gonna be Carry versus Nyx, playing more of that Frost Death Knight. Carry just dispatched one of the Frost Death Knights, trying to go for a bit of a leap on Nyx. As he's gonna try to see if he can just hit him with a chain of ice. Walk in the other direction. What a move. Nyx is gonna go for Transfusion. Heavy recovery for him, but Carry looks like he hasn't even really got any dent to his health. Finally, some sort of a setup coming in right now by Nyxros. And a Blaze to follow for carry. Nice, still is holding on strong with all his cooldowns available. Carry still has every defensive available. The only thing he doesn't have is the trinket. So next time, Nyx can get a good stun to carry and maybe some good ramp damage rolling. Stun carry stopping him from healing. And we'll need to get away from him immediately for that enrage regeneration. Stun onto Nyx. Goes for IBF. Stun reversal onto carry. Looking to get some damage rolling. Got himself a bit of Remorseless Winter rolling right now. And carry, unless he can recover, he might need to use that enrage regeneration. Is going to get a bit of a fear onto Nyx with a group to follow. Dampening fire rolling in at the 5-minute mark. And Nyx looking to stave off the execute a little bit with a transfusion, but it does have to follow for carry. Gonna stop him from being able to heal. Getting close to the execute range. No death pact available. Nyx actually not looking all that good. Looking to try to see fight through all that damage. Using every bit of running power for death strikes while he's got it. But carry got that huge hammering offensive rolling. Nyx trying to turn up the heat a little bit. Carry still got so much pressure. Stun to fall into Nyx. Doesn't have anything left. Looking to land this executes and down he goes with a rampage at the end. Carry going for another bow. Two guys dispatched back to back, and Dampener getting an opener with a blink away from Carry. Carry does have Stormbolt, so he doesn't have the double charge playstyle. This is going to reflect one of those arcane missiles back to Dampener. Not a lot of room to play around pillars, really. And Dampener looking to maybe end the game right here. Carry Blaze Storming out just to get a little bit walking going. Got a pretty hefty dot on him right now, doing quite a lot of damage. And Dampener looking to maybe one-shot him with an Instacast. Stormbolt coming out. Chicken side of him immediately. Carry is going to go for enrage regeneration, but he doesn't have anything left. And down it goes. The Arcane Mage dispatches the Fury Warrior with ease. Next up is going to be Sepha playing the Fire Mage, dropping down the Guardian of Azeroth off the bat, just looking to get in front of Dampener. Is he going to go for a bit of a breath? That's going to be, oh, spell stealing that combustion right now. Dampener is the one that has all the offensive pressure right now. Good maximizing, going to be a bit of a temporal for Sepha, but getting stolen, dude. Dampener is just yoinking everything from Sepha. The fact that Sepha is playing the Guardian of Azeroth is super weird. Hasn't even tried to use breath. So far, he's just scorching forever. Dampener is starting to take a little bit of pressure. Sepha's like really weird, really unconventional approach so far has been paying off, sorta. Dampener did take quite a lot of damage. Even if Sepha gave Dampener the combustion, he did get quite a lot of damage in. Dampener's looking to maybe go for a bit of food. So is Sepha. Couple Power Blasts coming out. Breath to follow. Intro Ring of Frost. Missing it though. Dampener spell stealing any shields from Sepha, which is perfect. Just maintain himself free shields. That's going to be a bit of an interrupt onto Sepha. Trying to get an interrupt back onto Dampener as well. Does not look like it's going to work. Temporal up for Sepha, but Dampener I think is going to be spell stealing all of it. Arcane missiles to follow. Sepha is still doing quite good though. Actually putting in some pressure to Dampener. So far Dampener has been kind of behind on health. Block coming out for Sepha. Not really sure if that was necessary. But his playstyle running on Scorch and Burn, the rapid fire playstyle of just scorches forever, has been successful so far. That's going to have all his shields stolen. Dampener just making sure he has every shield available. Interrupting Sepha on fire damage for just a second. Trying to get some damage in with those arcane missiles. Looks like Sepha might be lagging a little bit. But those temporals are doing still good. Those Pyro Blasts doing good. The Scorches are doing quite good too. But that's going to be some damage on a Dampener. Does get a huge down ticket rolling onto Sepha. Trying to get the Ring of Frost rolling again. Greater Pyro Blast to come out right now. Arcane Missiles coming out for Dampener. And Sepha is still trying to get those Pyro Blasts in there. Does get combustion rolling. And Dampener holding onto that combustion. Making sure he's shielded completely. Sepha is the one taking quite a bit of damage. Dropping down Meteor. Dampener walking out of it immediately. Sepha still trying to land the Scorches back and forth. Breath onto Dampener. Might be able to get some damage in. But the Arcane Missiles are looking to maybe end Sepha right now. Barely anything left. I don't know what playstyle you would try to go for. Combustion coming out, or Cauterize coming out, and I think he is just down for the count. Does he have any dots on him? He does get a small shield. Dampener though taking it away immediately. Sepha picking up eyes while going for an invis. I don't know what Sepha was trying to do, but Dampener did take him out, trying to land a polymorph onto Love Scars. Does he go for a trinket? He does not. And Dampener is going to have himself a hell of a game against the Demon Hunter. That's going to be quite a lot of mobility. Love Scars though still has Metamorphosis if needed. Does land a soda to Dampener. Dampener still holding on to the fiery shield from Sepha, so that's quite a bit of extra defensive for him. Landing a rune to Love Scars, and it's going to be able to Arcane Blast him for a bit, doing quite considerable damage though. Love Scars might need to go for Metamorphosis, and every defensive meta finally coming out as Safety Trinket comes in. Dampener is just going to spell steal that. And it's going to go for a bit of an interrupt onto the I-Beam Temporal to follow. Love Scars needs to catch up on damage right now. Darkness comes in, just kind of hoping that Darkness keeps him alive. It has a chance to dodge certain abilities or absorb certain abilities. It is doing pretty good so far. but does get in front of Dampener. Going up in air, put himself in a bad spot. No way of self-heal. Dampener just needs one more global to end this, and down Demon Hunter goes. Crucible to follow. Arcane Orb, and down he goes for the count. Darkos is up next. Mounted up already on his Royal Griffin. I actually like the way that thing looks. I always thought Griffins are kind of funny the way they run, like the head bobs. But they look cool. Dampener invested a core and just like was trying to wait it out, man. Darkos is on a whole other side of the map. Is he playing on Marksman? He might be. He's playing with a pet. Dampener gonna go for food immediately. Just say hide in the corner. Does Darkos see him? He does spot him. Gonna go for the double tap immediately. Rapid fire. Just trying to unload the burst into Dampener. Quite a good amount of damage to follow. Double Crucible. Temporal coming out for Dampener. Into Scatter Shot by Darkos to follow up with an aim shot right after. Needs the more of those aim shots, the better. And Darkos still has cooldowns rolling. Dampener catch himself a quick invis. Gets a slow onto Darkos right now. Darkos still needs those scatter shots, rapid fires. He needs those aim shots. It's going to be quick. A block for Dampener. Does Darkos catch an aim shot? He does not. Actually, he might be able to. Dampener got himself quite a bit of damage, but actually the aim shot is doing quite a number. Arcane missiles onto the pillar. Darkos actually does not have the line inside of the mage. Having to go for Crucible for a bit of a re-heal himself. Isn't Darkos normally a Worgen? It seems like he changed himself to human today. Aim shot to follow. Does not land. A Dampener actually tricking it out of it. Does not want to take the huge brunt of the damage from the aim shot. Invocation to catch up on a little bit of mana. Temporal to follow. Still super low in health. Darkos could eliminate with a couple arcane shots. Small shield up for Dampener. Darkos is going to get himself huge aim shot, and down he goes. Scatter shot to follow. Double tap available. Double aim shot is going to come out. Trying to get arcane missiles. Does dodge those for a second. Does get interrupted on a rapid fire to follow. Does take down the arcane mage. Good rapid fire choice for Darkos. Knew that if anything, he was going to get blinked on again with that aim shot. Does get a nice interrupt on the arcane mage. Almost goes for a big old 1-0. And Illidan's not looking to give Darkos even a chance here. Chicken coming out for Darkos with Turtle Shell. Does not have any self-heal unless he has Crucible. But a 40% dampen is going to be super rough. Can he come back from this guy at all? Has a bit of mage foot rolling, but the Demon Hunter is already on the prowl. Does Crucible himself for a bit of a heal into a trap comes out to follow Illidan's scatter shot, but still the Blade Dancer. Actually, I think it was more of a Care Strike. That was it. Dampener, dude, with a big old 3-0. I like it. Carry, though. Just taking down the Juggernauts, but getting taken down by arcane mages like that? That's rough, man. That's rough with that double charge. Ah, Baczynski, let me get you in. Captura, also ready? We're ready. Beautiful. Where are you? Baczynski, what is your real ID? I think you messaged me earlier. What is your real ID right now? Before I get into the next game, I want to add you. We're going to get Night Raven and Captura. But I'm going to add you. Alright, how does that sound? Wait, maybe somebody tried to give me... BNet is going off. Battlenet, who messaged me? Number one, thank you, Nando. I appreciate it, my man. That was Nando. Being the boy. I got a full party. Batch. Okay. Add friend. Batch. Hashtag. Butch. Like Butchka. Which is barrel. In Russian. Maybe we should get Baczynski versus Captura, yeah? Added ya. Don't tell me to try to add me before. Don't tell me to try to add me before. Maybe it's fucked, dude. It might be fucked. It might be fucked if it doesn't have you add me. It might be fucked. Because I know I saw you before on the BNet app. But on WoW, it doesn't show you up at all. So try to add you. Okay, I don't know if it works. I gotta get the next one going though. Can we go again? Same group. Catcher can go again. Let's go Night Raven and Captura. Then we can go Cat after it. How does that sound? Because we haven't seen Cat in a while. You have no target. Wait, Captura. That's what it is. It's A, not E. Because they keep typing capture. He Same, bro, please. I don't know what that means. He Same. He Same. What does He Same mean? I said his name. I saw Batch. Did ya? You add me? You guys are trolling me. You guys are trolling me. Bueno. I saw Bueno. Batch. Is that it? Okay, I got you. I actually do have you. What the fuck? Why is it so far down on the list? Shouldn't be below. I don't understand. I got you. I literally got you. Charlie, I told you. Dude. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4 party. Fuck. Too hard. I'm sorry. I don't do this on purpose. I really don't do it on purpose, batch. Are you and Captura in the same group, by the way? Because I just tried to queue you guys and it didn't work. Hold on. Captura, does he have a group? Captura, are you even online? Captura, now I'm... Captura, yes. Batch, yes. Wait, Batch, are you online? Yes. Are you guys same team? You guys might be same team, aren't you? Yes. You're on a level 47 Maga Orc. What? Get out of here. Trolling me. Trolling me. 47 Maga Orc. Double TF. You're on a 47 Maga Orc. How many? I can't invite you on that. AJ, I hope you're having a beautiful fucking afternoon, my man. You're a goddamn beauty. Thank you for the donut. Appreciate it. Can we get a hashtag AJ in chat showing how appreciation for the watch donation? I have not heard from Dead. I think Dead is either dead or playing Classic, which basically is dead. He's basically dead. He basically is dead. But thank you so much, AJ. Appreciate it. I haven't heard from him in a while. No, I haven't even had him message me. But last time I know he was playing Classic, and we haven't heard from him since. I don't think he's coming back to BFA. He might come back for Shadowlands, but we'll have to wait and see, yeah? I miss him, though. I really do miss him. He was a good guy. He was a good guy and super fun to watch. Alrighty, switch. He was toxic sometimes, but everybody can be like that. We got ourselves Team Red with Atham, Man, Canny, Fortune, Reki, and we got ourselves Snoopy. Not even looking at the competition. He's just looking at a wall, man. He don't even care. Because the competition has the Baczynski in there. It has Dot Lord. That's what it was. We got ourselves Costaro, Oral B, like the toothpaste, and then Puza, P-U-Z-A is all I can get out of the name. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be Fortune versus Baczynski in the opener. Baczynski getting hit with a bit of a leg sweep. Fortune trying to see if he can nuke him down after doing quite a bit of sustainable damage to Fortune. That's gonna be AJ with another donut, my man. I guess you can say Classic is dead. Yeah. Thank you, AJ. Hashtag AJ in chat. For anybody watching this on YouTube, AJ did not say Classic is dead, but rather he was asking where Dead is, the survival hunter that joins our duels. And I said I haven't heard from him forever, but last time I saw he was playing Classic, so AJ is like, I guess Classic is dead, as in play on words, dead, Classic, dead, not actually. Everybody who fucking loves Classic and hates on retail players, don't you fucking dare hate on AJ, goddammit. There's gonna be a guy with zero sense of humor who's gonna be like, I swear to God, Classic. Gonna be cheap shout out to Fortune, but she's gonna actually look at you catch a full reset for Fortune. Has a mark for death ready on the guy. Is actually gonna re-slow him down. Touch of death coming down, but Baczynski is gonna vanish out of it immediately. Fortune look at you get him out. Does catch him out. Does he have? Oh no, he's actually gonna eat that full touch of death. Huge damage onto Baczynski, and my music just stopped going completely. There it goes back. Even the music stopped for a second to just be like, what just happened? Oh, Baczynski survived a huge hit. Fortune buffed his health with a trinket, with a gladiator's like badge trinket, but also he popped wall for that as well to get the biggest touch of death available. Baczynski just almost just reduced it by so much. The fact that he survived that was huge. Cool stone into Fortune with a little bit of crucible to follow. Fortune looking to catch himself a little bit of reset with Vivifies. Baczynski looking to catch a reset as well. 2 minutes in, boys. Let's go. Fortune so far though has been at a bit of advantage here, I would say, with this duel. Still holding on to trinkets. Baczynski is down on a cooldown, and my music is just kind of bugging out. So we're just going to skip next. Just going to hit that with a next. 2 minutes in, Baczynski and Fortune. Does he have the eyes on him? It looks like he does. Try to see if he can spin crank him down. I think he should be able to auto-attack him through. Garrote coming out onto Baczynski. You're trying to go road. He's going to in-cap you every single time. And now it's going to be a full leg sweep. Fierce of Fury. Whirling Dragon Punch to follow towards the end of it, most likely. With a disarm. Baczynski can't even respond. Blind to fall into Fortune. I think he was kind of trying to hope that Fortune would shrink it out of it to get offensive. Did get Baczynski to about half his health. That might have been enough For any other man, that might have been enough. Does hit him with ring for a second, actually, to get him out in stealth, and it's gonna hit him with a leg sweep to follow, or spinning crane kick just to see if we get him out. Gonna be a full stun by Baczynski with the crucible, getting Fortune down to half his health. Does catch a shot melt, cheap shot to follow, but that is gonna be a wall for Fortune right now. So there's no point for Baczynski to really get super offensive. Fortune does still land a road, cheap shot to get out of the Fist of Fury. Whirling Dragon Punch for Fortune. It looks like he's gonna be getting out of there for a second. Needs to get those poisons on him immediately, but Baczynski is going to play the back a little bit. Might be one of those games to go to dampening. But Baczynski needs to make sure he has everything available. He needs to make sure there's a Vendetta, full kidney shot, Fortune somewhat lowish on health, incapping into so much of Baczynski a little bit early. He does get a re-stealth here. That's going to be maybe a vanish for Baczynski. Trinkets out of it, kidney shot into Fortune. He's going to trick it out of it. Baczynski vanishing out of that in the last second. Not to need that touch of death damage. Go roach and fall into Fortune. Fortune still holding on to Karma. Might need to Karma here. Baczynski does get an Venom on him for a second. Looking to reset those poisons on him. But Fortune does get himself a clean reset. Baczynski looking to catch himself a reset as well. Fortune is sitting at about half his health. No trinket. So Baczynski, if he has like a full setup, he might stand a chance here. Maybe a sap around the corner. Does not get that sap. Doesn't want to get too close to that ring of peace. Vivify no, he's going to be way out of that health range. You are not going to be able to get him down in the full kidney shot. Does land the Garrote. Kidney shot to follow. Vendetta right now, but she's going to decide to commit everything here. Mark for Death and Venom. Crucibles to follow. Fortune is going to try to turn this around with a Karma. Baczynski is going to Cloak of Shadows and run away after getting a slow into Fortune. Needs to make sure that the poisons are on him. Incap around the corner. Fortune still sitting with that Vendetta for a little bit longer. Looking to catch a full reset. Keeps cleansing himself of poisons every single time. And that was a Vendetta that didn't quite do it. It got quite a bit of defensives out of Fortune. Cheap shot as the opener comes in for Baczynski. Get himself a fan with the kidney shot to follow. Just looking to catch a reset onto Fortune. The more resets he can do, the better. Because he really, I mean, his assassination, hit and run playstyle is the bread and butter. Fortune looking to engage, but that's going to be evasion out of Baczynski. This is a perfect opportunity for him to get quite offensive here. But a Ring of Peace is going to phase him out of there. It is going to get him out of that situation. Look at you catch a reset. Kidney shot onto Fortune. No trinket available. But I don't know Baczynski got any pressure right now. It's more of a game of cat and mouse. He's just getting Fortune's health kind of low-ish. Fist of Fury. Gonna be a blind onto Fortune as he got himself trinket as well as wall. His health pool is massive. Baczynski could actually, if he goes for a stun, as Fortune's health drops, he'll actually lose quite a considerable amount of health. So the lower Fortune's health is, there is an opportunity that he will just die with that health decrease. Kidney shot to follow. Maybe Baczynski can get some big rampy damage going. Toxic Blade up and running. Cheap shot to follow with that with that Shadow Meld. Fortune still is maintaining a lot of health. He is super low. But that's going to be Ring of Peace just to zone him out. Incap to follow. Touch of Death. Baczynski does have advantage for this with a trinket if needed. Trying to shadow us up around Fortune. Fortune super low in health. Might have to Karma here. Vanish coming out for Baczynski. Does Fortune have a trinket here? If he actually doesn't have a trinket, he might be in a bad spot. Leg sweep onto Baczynski as the Garrote comes out. Fortune might have to Karma this immediately just to maintain himself as best possible. He does have a trinket though. He does have a trinket for the time being. So Baczynski has him on the ropes. Trinket is the only thing he's got going on with a Karma. But he's trying to recover in health as best as possible. But Baczynski should also be doing the same thing. Flat spinning crane kick does get him out of stealth. Cheap shot to follow. Maybe a kidney shot right after. Marfareth and Venom does get a kidney shot either way. Short kidney trying to get some poisons up and running. Fortune is going to pour back. Cleanse himself of poisons. Trying to heal 8% dampening. Baczynski has him on the ropes. He has him so close to dead. Needs to play this out properly. Fortune popping in range just early a little bit. Just to get those Vivifies out. Baczynski staying way out of there, man. Unfortunately, looking to reroll to the other side, buy himself as much time as humanly possible against Baczynski for now. That's a little bit unlucky that chain, like the chi wave happened, but nothing you can do about it really. Getting a shot into Fortune off of that cheap shot. Baczynski trying to get it up pressured again. Full trinket probably going to be coming out with touch of death right now. No, Fortune actually popping wall and everything. Not going to go for touch of death here, but he does pop his health up. Evasion available for Baczynski. Fortune is trying to survive. Fortune needs to make sure he's good enough on health. As soon as those health increases drop, his health is going to drop quite substantially. At least that trinket with the health increase. Look at that, dude. It wasn't actually like a damage ability. Just all that health that was given was also taken away. And Baczynski looking to catch a reset. He just cannot quite get Fortune down, though. He can't quite pressure him well enough. And Fortune, you got to stop doing that. You got to stop trying to do that. Stop trying to hit one of the enemies with chi weight. That's not a thing, dude. Come on. You can use it on Baczynski, not on other people. Try to cheese the damage. Does burn and Diffuse magic for a second to deal with the poison damage a little bit. Fist of Fury locking up Baczynski for a second. Evasion to follow. Baczynski, all he has a fan of knives and crucibles. Actually, as soon as he hits Fortune with a crucible, he does peel back to catch a couple of Vivifies, porting away, trying to buy himself as much time as possible. Trick is still available. Ring of Peace does come out. Baczynski making sure to keep those poisons rolling on Fortune, making it hard for him to heal. His dampening starts rolling in. Karma coming out from Fortune very early on, trying to get some offensive pressure. Blind does not want to trinket this, actually. Does not want to trinket it. Wants to make sure he has a trinket for the defensive. Wall coming up very soon for him. Might want to trinket out of this kidney shot immediately. Baczynski got any kind of pressure. His Fortune's health is super low. Kidney, trinkets out of it. Wall, trinket available as well. All the health increase is going to be advantage for Baczynski. He needs to get a sap into Fortune immediately. At least that's what I would be going for. Fortune recovering quite a bit of health. Picking up the eyes. And looks like he might actually be free to just get himself as much health as possible, as much healing as possible. While he has himself quite a big health pool of healing. No trinket available. Touch of Death coming out onto Baczynski while he has all that health up into a stun. Baczynski, no trinket available. Does he have advantage? He needs to make sure he has Night Shadow Meld or something. Cloak Shadow is coming up. I think he Shadow Melded it. I think he did Shadow Meld in a second. Kidney shot onto Fortune. He actually leaves. Fortune actually left the kidney shot. He was just done. Oh my god. He Shadow Melded the Touch of Death and just... Oh my god. How did he find a Shadow Meld there? He had Ring of Peace and everything. Oh my god, that was just pinpoint, like, last second, Shadow Meld. Unfortunately, dropped the ring, like, I should have had that over the bat. But he just left after that kidney shot. He had nothing. I think he should still play it out, Fortune. But he literally made that monk rage quit, dude. He fucking bailed, dude. He left in rage. Baczynski, you gotta... That's still gonna count as your kill. That rage quit, that counts as your kill, dude. That counts. That counts in my heart. But that's going to be Atho up next, 9 minutes in, after Baczynski has had an interesting back and forth with Fortune for a good portion of that duel. But that's going to be a cheap shot onto Atho. Does not even get his adaptation out in the opener. Looks like Atho has a cauterize as well. That'd be interesting if Paladin said something like that. Athaman is playing the Crucible, is going to be taking off those poisons immediately, but it looks like Baczynski reapplied those poisons as soon as Atha cleansed them. It looks like Baczynski just keeps poking out to make sure those poisons are up on Atha just to put pressure on the guy. Making sure one poison is there, making sure the dots are there. Athaman just taking quite a substantial amount of damage. Wings are coming out. Baczynski has a trinket if needed, but it looks like he wants to just sit out. Oh, Athaman does not go for Templars to follow. Blind, get a shot to follow. Blind does get adapted immediately. Baczynski trying to get the bubble out of Atha immediately. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance. Atha is not going to go healing. Baczynski did vanish, but he's not away from Atha. Wants to get an interrupt onto the flash of light. Does let us sap instead. Keeping Athaman low if anything. Baczynski does need to get himself quite a bit of healing. Needs to get himself a concoction going or something. Athaman Shield of Vengeance does proc, but Baczynski does not get hit by it. Staying next to Atha in case. He does go for a kick. He does land the kick. Garou, cheap shot to follow. He's not going to be able to lock him out of bubble just quite yet. Not going to be able to do it. But he's trying to maintain those poisons as best possible. Does Atha have wings right now? He's still super low in health. But Baczynski has been trying to keep his low. Actually trying to turn it around. Get a shot onto Atha. Might go for bubble here. Does he go for bubble? He does for bubble for the last second. But Baczynski looking to sprint out of there. Atha been going for a massive recovery, but 37% dampening. Not a lot of recovery can be done. Garou immediately for Baczynski. Trying to deny Athaman any kind of cast. Does get him to repoison at all times. Making it harder for Athaman to get any kind of heals. Those flashlights are not going to be so little in effectiveness with that 15% or towards the 20-30% extra healing reduction. That is so huge. Barely any recovery left. Even Crucible is just doing severe little. Garou coming down to Atha. Might have a Hydra available for Baczynski. Bomb coming out. Baczynski could cloak this right now. Does get a cloak off. Trying to continue the poisons rolling into Atha, which does work from Phantom Knives. At least you can put a crippling poison on the guy and one poison. But it's looking to catch a reset. Athaman trying to get as much value out of here. If he can get wings up and running right now, he might stand a chance. Stun onto Baczynski. Trinkets out of it. Atha got wings up and running. But it's going to be flashlights for Atha. Get a shot to follow. It looks like Atha might just fall down here. Baczynski does dispatch him. And Baczynski does have to go up versus Reki. Now Reki has not got to play yet. Playing as Survival Hunter with a bit of that camo. Walk into Baczynski immediately. And the Rogue is going to be hugging the wall for a second. Just trying to see if he can get out of that situation. And does walk out of there. Rek is going to have a bit of a hard time with Baczynski. Him playing Dwarf, however, like normal Dwarf, does allow him to take off all those dots. So that'll be quite huge when it comes to dealing with Vendetta out of Baczynski. Vendetta fully dotted up. He's just going to shed those dots. Baczynski is going to find himself low on energy without any kind of dot ticks, poison ticks rolling. That's where Rek is ship. Get this pet over to Baczynski right now. Let the pet scout out where the guy is at. Baczynski's looking for a full reset. 12 minutes in, 3 people still left on Team Red. Can Baczynski go through all those people? Back and forth. Go road onto Reki. Kidney shot to follow after landing the sap on Reki's pet. And Baczynski is trying to punish Reki with a powerful open, a toxic blade, and everything available. Reki actually not doing that good. Double cheap shot to follow. Dropping out a trap. Trying to go for a bit of a feign death. And I don't think that was a feign death. You know, something about that doesn't make me think it's a feign death. I think it was a real death. Reki didn't even get to play the game. What? Insane! Get a shot to follow onto Snoopy sitting in bear form. Baczynski just trying to get some dots on the guy with Crucible poisons and out of there. It's gonna be Snoopy actually getting a charge onto Baczynski. Shadow meld into cat form and does catch that opener onto Baczynski. Wall to follow, rooting the guy down. Baczynski vanishing out of that root, and Snoopy is on his trail. Does Baczynski have blind by this point? Hopefully he does, because he will need to find a way to get Snoopy streaking out somehow. That's gonna be blind onto Snoopy as Baczynski super low in health. Trying to get Snoopy to maybe catch a reset or maybe chicken out of that. But Baczynski is super low on health, man. He needs some recovery right now. Evasion is all he has. Does get himself a Crucible. The dots is still just shredding through the guy, just rolling him. The Snoopy is probably going to catch a reset. No, just goes in a bear for him. But Baczynski is fine. Just catch himself a bit of a reset. Got himself a concoction rolling. 55% dampening. Going to make it harder to deal with a feral. Snoopy does pick up the eyes. Baczynski hugging the corner as best as possible. Just trying not to get spotted by Snoopy, but he is he is on his scent. Short sap in the world. Baczynski find himself a little bit more line of sight. Just needs himself a little bit more time. Just a couple more seconds until yet another concoction. Snoopy just goes for a hibernation. Yeah, I feel you, Snoopy. Some of these rogue games, man, you know what? That rogue wants to win, and you're just gonna wait it out, man. It's gonna be hard to catch the rogue even if you pick up the eye, man. The pillars here are quite nutty. Tricky coming out for Baczynski immediately with Thorns up for Snoopy. He actually has a massive advantage here to try to get on top of Baczynski. He keeps hitting into those Thorns, which is going to put him in a bad spot even if evasion is up. Baczynski just put himself in an unwinnable position. Getting shot at Snoopy. Drink inside of it. Baczynski no blind available. Trying to shot his step past Snoopy, but the dots is still melting him down. Shorting out with a short cheap shot. Trying to see if he can get away from Snoopy. He does have full dots up and running. Big buy closes out the game. And down goes Baczynski on Team Blue. Well, which honestly should be Team Red because so many Russians did. It's a red army right here, dude. The red army is in. Alrighty, Puza is up next. Pooz. Wait, is that Ori? Just with a different name? Because you got to say Mog. It might be. Puza, though. P-U-Z-A. Puzan. I don't know what that is. I'm afraid, like, if I say something in Russian, like, what if it's like a curse word or something, right? You never know. I don't know my Russian all that well. Silence on the Snoopy as he tries to get himself a lead behind the pillar. Actually, full stun. Or a short stun onto Pooz. Pause. Like, P-A-U-Z-P-A-U-S-E. Stun onto Snoopy. Wait, Pooz actually have enough bursts right now to take down Snoopy. Crucible to follow. Does still have dots rolling on the guy. Trying to catch a regrowth actually, but the dots is still rolling on him. Crucible is up to get him a bit of a heal, but the dampening is just too high. Into a disperse for Pooz, just trying to reduce how much damage he's taken from any bleeds. But Snoopy looking to maybe catch himself a bit of a reset. Pooz gets a couple dots. Does get a bit of a greater fade for that Crucible. Does he get to dodge the Crucible? That's a lot of dot damage on the Pooz right now. He's just melting. That shield is not going to keep him rolling, though. Regrowth coming out for Snoopy, which is a bit of a heal, but also damage increase. Trying to reapply those bleeds onto the Priest, but the Priest getting hit with a bash. The Snoopy gets to get out of that alive. Does go for a big old bite. As Snoopy does get hit with a Maledict to follow now. Trying to regrowth past a Maledict. No, any health available. Crucible, nothing. Oh my goodness. The Priest does get to snipe him out of there. Candy's last one left. I don't know if you can give the Shadow Priest a honor duel there, man. It's impossible. The Priest is going to hit him with a Crucible, breath to fall. It looks like he's going to hit with a Ring of Frost. No, he actually doesn't. Pooz could go for a bit of a greater fade here, actually. He has all the CC capability. Does he go for a silence right now? Maybe greater fade? Vampiric touch? Maybe damage? Does he go for greater fade? Does go for greater fade at the very last second, though. To get through that CC. Gonna get frozen. Fear onto Canny. Is going to hit him with a bit of a VT. Could go for mind control right after. Silence on the Canny right now. He can't. Could you trigger silence? Actually, you might be able to. Breath missing, and Pooz just trying to see if he can survive this long enough. Just let the dots do the work, and Candy needs to buying his time right here. Using Crucible's offensive might not be a good idea. And the next then, Poos has a full setup with a silent sphere, everything. Actually, the disperse coming up very, very soon. It's going to disperse up to Kenya right now. Get that heal rolling while he's got it. Maybe follow up with some CC right after stun with a VT. It's actually going to be breath for Kenya as he gets out of that stun at the very last second. Mind control coming out by Poos. Does Kenya go for a bit of a CC on it? Actually, he might just die to the dots right now. Trying to greater bait it, yep, with a shield to follow, barely in health, down he goes. 79% dampening, nothing you can do. Go roll into Canyon with a cheap shot to follow right now. It's going to be Oral B. Polymorph trying to dodge it, does get to shadow melded. That's going to be Polymorph for Canyon, but he got nothing left. Counterize is going to at least give him a full set of health. Does has blocking immediately with a greater fate to follow. Does shrink it out of it with a smoke bomb. Doesn't even want to let it take any damage from this mage. Oral B still has a cloak of shadows. And Candy, did he actually find himself an invis? He actually did. Oral B might just have to go for a little bit of a eye. He does not go. He does. He doesn't. He does go for the eye. He vanished that eye. He vanished him on the eye. Garrote, kiddo shot. Candy has nothing left here, man. Nothing at all. And that's going to be game. Team Blue is going to take this one. Candy with a little bit of a temporal. Very well played, though, boys. Very well played by the both teams. That was a long-ass game, dude. That was a hell of a game. What's up, Brandon? How do my man? Yo, that Shadow Priest, dude, I like what he was trying to do there. I just wish he was able to play before the dampener really got to scale up. You know what I mean? I think it would have been good. Alright, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get another one going, yeah? Did I say the right one? WAV. I mean to say it is WAV. 66, 67. We got only a few games here, man, so far. Alright, QME versus the Russians. Katrika wants to go versus Russians. Katrikan and back. I guess we could do that, yeah? Kat wants to go against the Russians. We'll do it, man. We'll do it. The Grand Arena. Good luck, Katrikan. Good luck. I want to see the Shadow Priest play more. We got Jack in there. We got a couple other dudes ready too. Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Big Papa Pap on Team Blue. Dampener as an Archimage on Team Blue. Illidanes as a Demon Hunter. Katrikan as a Fury Warrior. God! And Nike somewhere in... There you are. It looks like a dude. It looks like a baby Yoda. Like he looks like a kid. And he's with his dad. Two dads. Katrikan and Papa Pap make a cute couple. We got ourselves Team Red. Literally the Red Army with Baczynski, Dot Lord, Co-Star. We got ourselves Oral B and Pooza. That's about as close as I can get to their names. Are you a Draenei? Are you a Draenei? You are a Draenei Fury Warrior. What, dude? I don't think I've ever seen Draenei Fury Warriors, ever. But you would think that Racial would be so good. They have so much self-heal, and then the Racial as a gift of Nara's self-heal. Quite a good amount of survivability. It's just the other bits of Racials aren't that good, yeah? Dot Lord gonna be going out first versus Katrikan. Getting hit with a chain of ice immediately. Gonna be Abomination dropping down. Katrikan knows how to play against the Army of the Dead here as the full army that joins the fight. Katrikan landing a slow on all those pets. Now that could be a perfect opportunity for Katrikan to get a couple charges off of those pets and a bit of heal. Actually got himself some damage rolling, avoiding that Abomination completely. He's fine dealing with the Army of the Dead, slowing down Abomination as best as possible, but he's just trying to buy himself a bit of time. Might have to go for charge heals here from moment to moment as Necrotics are stacking up. Dot Lord actually, all his full army of the dead is gone. Katrikan needs to get a couple charge heals. Does get a big charge heal to break through those necrotics, but it's still super low in health. Big enrage regeneration coming out. Dot Lord does not have an answer for that. This is a perfect opportunity to have a stun available, and Katrikan is going to recover himself quite a lot of health here. He's just going to go for a bit of a disarmament to Dot Lord before the necrotics start to come out back to back. Perfect opportunity for Katrikan just to stand his ground, do as much damage as he can. Bit of transfusion coming out for Dot Lord. Katrikan going to try to hit him with a slow fury to follow. But the Dot Lord is already back up to full health. Katrikan's fine. Actually reflected Chain of Ice on the guy there. I guess he was trying to see if he could reflect the stun, but reflect the Chain of Ice instead. That's going to be pet beefed up for Dot Lord. Katrikan knows how to play against this playstyle easily. Necrotic starting to stack up. Stun into Cat. Trinkets out of it the last moment. Needs to get a slow on Dot Lord and his pet. Needs to get a charge away. And Katrikan's actually not looking all that good. Does still land a charge on a Dot Lord. No, I don't believe Katrikan is playing Stormbolt here. Must be playing double charge, right? Unless he's playing Impending Victory. But still a lot of pressure out of the Death Knight. Does time to follow, and finally Kachika might be able to get himself a setup. Abomination joining the fight. Kachika not looking all that good. Does get reflect as he leaps away. Needs to get himself a little bit of healing right now, though. Needs to get a pet to charge off of. Does get the little ghoul to charge off of. Slows down the whole team Death Knight right now. Maybe a second charge to follow. Does get gripped in. Needs to get another slow on that army. But he's not looking all that good. Necrotics is starting to stack up little by little. Barely health. Lord actually does land up taking Kachikan down. I don't know if there was a double charge placed on maybe impending victory. But it just did not work out. Lichborn coming out for Lord immediately as he dealing with Illidan as he goes in for a full metamorphosis. Perfect opportunity to get those defenses rolling as often as possible. Does have AMS. There's going to be a couple of death strikes coming back. Illidan's not looking that good right now, though. Barely any damage out of Lord. Just kept going for more of a heal-based playstyle. And Illidan's is already at less than half health. Short stun onto Lord. It's going to go up in the air, pelts him away. That's a perfect opportunity for Lord to catch AMS, get a lot of resources out of that AMS. Illidan's actually swapping to his pet for just a second. Does he get to kill the pet? I think he actually does get to eliminate the pet. The pet is gone. IBM coming out for Illidan's. Lord interrupting that, getting a brand new pet up and running for Illidan. Still has Metamorphosis up and running. Perfect opportunity to get a lot of self-heal. Perfect opportunity to cleave down him as well as the pet. But Illidan's got a couple of necrotics stacking up. Lord looking very healthy here. And Illidan might just tilt over right now. Couple necrotics not letting him heal. I think he might just be going down for the count. Lord taking yet another one down. And Papa Pap is up next as another Fury Warrior. Stormbolt to follow, though. He does not play Stormbolt playstyle. Abomination coming out immediately for Lord. It looks like that is going to be a Maledict rolling onto the DK as Papa Pap trying to play out to those necrotics. Stun coming on to Papa Pap. Lord looking to get away from everybody else for just a second until those necrotics are gone. Papa Pap does get a short charge. Short stun onto Lord as well as all the other pets. But he's still not looking all that good. Trying to get away. Might have to go for enraged regeneration right now. His health is super low. The pets are doing quite a number of damage. Abomination is just walking at Lord right now. That's going to be safe to Trinket right here. Shortest Stormbolt in the world onto Lord. Very unlucky. Papa Pap needs to engage Hyperdrive. Does get himself in Rage Regeneration rolling. Needs to get himself huge charge heal. Almost recovering to full health, but is still, as soon as he gets a recovery, he's still starting to dip down lower and lower. A little bit of necrotics for Lord. Wow, Papa Pap gets still locked into the Blaze Storm. Does a lot of damage, but it's not really letting him use any other abilities. Until starting to Papa Pap right now. Disarm by Lord. He's just looking to get away from Papa Pap while the disarm keeps his weapons out of his hands. Grip onto the warrior. Stormbolt onto Lord. Not looking to go for Lichborn right here. Papa Pap trying to get one last charge while he's got it to get a bit of a heal. Necrotics still stacking, though 4 minutes in, not even dampening. And Papa Pap having a hard time healing through all this DK damage as well as necrotics. Lord looking to close out yet another one. And Dampener is going to be the last one. Oh, not last, actually. Last before Nyx, let's put it like that. Last one before Nyx or against Lord. Popping in cooldowns off the bat. Lord AMSing this damage immediately. Arcane Blaster coming out for Dampener. He needs to get himself Arcane Missiles back-to-back stun coming out onto Dampener immediately with a couple of necrotics stacking up. He does get himself a temporal rolling to follow right after. Dampener, though, trying to get himself a Chain of Ice out of there. Trying to blink away from Lord. Looks like no grips are available for the DK yet. And Dampener just continuing to keep his range. But he looks like he's getting outranged. Looks like even though he's a range class, he's just getting hit from a distance. Ice Block coming down immediately as he gets locked out on Arcane. That might be an early play, but maybe that was the play he needed. Because he got just completely just... He couldn't go anywhere. No blinks or nothing. Chain of Ice immediately to fall for Lord. Dampen and get him gripped right in. Does not have a blink for this, what it looks like. It looks like that's where Lord has the opportunity to stack up a couple of necrotics. Shield is the only thing he has left. No defenses. Temporal coming up very soon. Does not get locked out of Arcane. This time, short and miss for a second just to walk away from the DK. Stun to fall. Chickens out of it right after. Fully necrotic out right now. Gripping, blinking away. Archimus is trying to get some damage into Lord. Trying to blink around the guy. Barely a health left. And down he goes with any bit of dot damage to follow. Lord taking all of them down, but Nyx is the last man standing. Frost DK extraordinaire should maybe stand a chance against Lord, but unless Lord gets himself a full setup here. MS up for Nyx immediately. Stun to Lord and Lichborn's out of it. Lord should have his Abomination and everything available for Nyx this time, because Dampener did not see a lot of that Army of the Dead only in the opener. And with how short cooldown Abomination as well as Apocalypse is, Lord should be able to set up something big here. We'll see, though. We will see. Now he's just set himself up base damage, 10% dampening, still going to keep Lord fairly healthy. Quite a bit of damage coming out for Nice though, but he looks like he's going to be getting out of there for a second as Necrotics are hard to stack up. Just trying to get away from the army of the dead. Chain of Ice under Lord just to keep him at bay. And it's looking to get away from the Abomination and keep himself away from the A-bomb as best as possible. Does go for a death pack with Transfusion to fall. It's going to lock him out on healing a little bit. Lord going to go for Transfusion as well. AMS for the Unholy Death. And Nice still looking to get away from the Army of the Dead. Looks like the Abomination is down, but he's still getting harassed from every corner with the army as well as the Mages of the Dead attacking him from a distance. Does get himself a stun onto Lord. Doesn't last long. AMS, but maybe a little bit too late. Nice barely has any health available. Needs to go for massive amounts of healing just to survive. Does Lord got himself underwater trinket proccing. He's looking very healthy. Nice, not looking good at all right now. Does get himself Lichborn, and Lord just looking to get away from him. Nice, disabling Lichborn, stunned by the Petrifollow, and down he goes. Lord taking out the whole enemy team back to back to back. What was that? Oh my god, so much damage in such a short amount of time, and decent healing on top of it. Jesus. God damn, dude. I think Lord maybe is playing the he might be playing, no, what playstyle he might be playing? He might be playing for, like, he might be playing for big Mages of the Dead. Like, triple stack Mages of the Dead. And he gets 2 of them. Every time he Apocalypse, he gets the Mages of the Dead. Every time he drops down the pets, the Abomination, he gets Mages of the Dead. So he gets 2 of those Mages and they're just blasting the hell out of the enemy. That's hard, man. Can arms 1v1 if the player like change triggers rates? They can actually, yeah. We actually had a couple of arms 1v1s they can. We actually had, but it's been a while. Maybe we'll see one today. That was probably one of the shortest duels today, man. Holy shit, let me save that real quick. Captura's group is ready. Had a problem earlier. Alrighty. Yeah, Captura was on a 47, what is his face? He was on a level 47 Maga Orc or something. You won't be able to join duels on like a low level character. I mean, you gotta be a max level character for these. I guess this healer's duels in every arena last minute, 15 minutes from until damn quick send sounds fun. This healer's duels. Healing is definitely part of the playstyle, I feel like, in duels, but it's always been like that. Jack got a group. Captura. Let me see if Captura is actually on the right character. Anja? Okay. I guess we could do Jack. We'll do Jack and Batch already got to play. Catch could just get to play. Night Raven got Tothy. We could get him in. Is it Night Raven? I don't know. Let's do Night Raven. They got Tothy. I'll get Captura right after. 1.4 million healing by trinkets. Oh, was there really? I need to see details on that, man. I need to see someone's details to see how much healing there was by trinket. But it can be like it wasn't all the healing was just trinket, right? He actually has to play the game. The trinket just helps a bit, right? Right? Unless the trinket was like literally top of his healing and he didn't have to press Death Strike once, then I don't know if it's all that busted. Compared to some of the other trinkets from like other from COS, dude, those trinkets were busted. You just literally press out one trinket, didn't have to heal. It was insane. Remember the unkillable shaman, unkillable elemental shamans that just sat in Ghost Wolf? That came out for Chain Lightning once in a while, or Light and Lasso. Now that shit was busted. You know what I mean? Switch. We got ourselves Team Red with Canny playing more of the Fire Mage. Jansen Lowe's probably playing a sub. We got Fortune. We got Ricky in the back. We got Tassi Luck. Are we playing some Demonology? Are we playing some Destruction? Some Affliction? Hard to tell. No pet available, so we can't really know. Carry on the other team with Dirks by in the back. We got ourselves Large Scars. We got ourselves Toka and Mizik. Toka didn't really get to play last time, but hopefully he works out just fine this time. Looks like Carry might be the first one. Looks like he's mounted up and ready to go. Who's going to be up on the team Red? Is it Canny playing the Frost? Nope. It looks like it's going to be Reki. Reki got to play once, dude, and he just got opened up by an Assassin Rogue and went to feign death, but then actually died right after. So that was a lot of damage. Instant trap onto Reki with the reflect for Carry. Getting hyper aggressive there. Reki, blood of the enemy, chickens out of that stun. Needs to min-max the damage with the blood of the enemy, but looks like he's just getting shredded. This man doesn't have a lot of health left, does he? Stun to fall and Carry. He chickens out of it immediately. Reki in the execute range. X still goes for the acceleration. Turtle Shell might need to come out for this man right here. Might need to start to get away from Carry. Maybe another trap might need to come out. Does he have Manic Bandages? He does. Trying to man those wounds as fast as he can. But it cancels them. or they get cancelled out immediately randomly. Carry probably has another reflect available. He does in case there's a freezing trap. Now Rekka should be able to freeze the trap on top of it. Stormbolt though, not gonna give opportunity. And down he goes, getting cleaved, man. Oh my god, Reki. Super unlucky, man. Super unlucky. Kenny is gonna be up next, however. Kenny from Ravencrest versus Carry. Good luck and have fun, you two. It's going to be Frost Mage versus Fury Warrior. Carry playing Stormbolt means he doesn't have double charge, but at least it's not an Arcane Mage. Although the slowest in mobility might be just as bad. Both of them giving each other a nice little bow. As two warriors, as two champions of the duels do. He's going to summon himself a Water Alley. Are they just going to get on like that? Or are they going to go to like two sides of the corners? Go to your side of the arena. Your side of the ring. Go to your corner of the ring. And then wait until the bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's going to be immediate freeze on to Carry. Does go for a Stormbolt. No Polymorph yet. Carry still go for a Polymorph if you want to. Actually going to get a Frostbolt onto Carry. Just got a Frostbolt to build up those icicles for a bit, yeah? It's going to be Carry actually hitting the pet Water Elemental for a second just to get the Bloodthirst going. This Bloodthirst is actually going to make him immune to slows and give him just a slight bit amount of movement speed. Temporal coming out for Candy. Not going to get any healing. Does land a Polymorph to Carry, but he does pre-Blade Storm it. Very well done. Does catch up right next to Candy. And it's going to go for instant trinket from that Poly. Candy getting hit with a Stormbolt. He does trinket out of it. Does get a re-Poly onto Carry. Still trying to build up those Frostbolts. And Carry does have Candy on a bit of lower health right now. But those icicles are there. Candy could go for a full setup. It's going to go for a little bit of haste. Frostbolts are trying to come out. Is he trying to maybe get interrupted on Frost or something? Carry does get a Reflect rolling. Candy, you can go for a bit of Shatter Spree onto Carry right now. Perfect opportunity to do so, my guy. Doesn't do it. Carry is going to get himself a Bloodthirst. Nope. Stormbolt onto Candy. He does get hit with it. Ice block coming out. Candy's health dipping down though. It looks like he is playing a health trinket. Looks like Candy, whatever he's trying to do with his Frost Mage, he just hasn't really won for damage yet. Does get a rune to Candy. Maybe a perfect opportunity to finally get some damage going. He's still just building up those Frostbolts. He got himself all the icicles in the world. Cone of Cold is not going to stop Carry right now. That's going to be Frozen Orb and everything. Temporal and Shield. Maybe the two of those getting used together too early. Candy finally using Ice Lands just to get those icicles rolling at Carry. Second Ice Block coming out immediately, however. So far, I haven't seen anything, though, in terms of, like, Ice Nova, Ray, Cone of Cold. No, Cone of Cold I've seen, but Comet Storm. I've seen nothing of that sort yet. And it looks like Candy's pet is actually gone. Yeah, it looks like he just decided to get rid of the pet just because, or maybe not worth resummoning against Carry. Oh no, he does resummon it here. Finally get himself a little bit of a Shatter rolling into Carry. He's still just running strong. Gonna be Reflect for Carry though. Don't know what he's really reflecting besides the pet attacks. That's gonna be a Flurry to follow for Candy with a Blizzard around this corner. Carry try to get in on top of that Blizzard. Gonna get Frozen Stormbolt around the corner. Blaze Stormer after. Carry having to go for Enrage Regeneration. Temporal up for Candy right now. He's gonna get himself quite a bit of heals from it. Polymorph to Carry. Carry was gonna get himself full health either way, so that Sheep is gonna let him happen do that. Another Polymorph needs to get some slows onto the Warrior immediately. It's going to re-Polymorph from right after the Frostbolt though. Min-maxing it. Flurry to follow Carry. Slow down. Candy needs to keep him away from the pet. I would keep the pet as far as he can from Carry though. So pet control is going to be very important if you are playing Frost against the Warrior. Stormbolt, but Candy still has plenty of health to work with though. Crucible's doing quite a number for him. Rune to Carry. Perfect for Candy to finally maybe get some damage rolling. Trying to get himself some Shatters, a little bit early Shatter. It looks like Carry charging to the pet, the Water Elemental. Actually dismissing the Water Elemental immediately. Not gonna let Carry have anything to heal off of. Frostbolt blinking away. Carry still waiting for that next Stormbolt. So far, Candy has been able just to kite Carry for a little bit, but that's about all. Into Comet, maybe a bit of Shatter to follow. Does he get it off? It's gonna be Reflect for Carry. Does have the pet to hit off of. Dismissing the pet immediately. Interesting choice. Carry Blade Storming out of that Ring of Frost. It's going to be a Stormbolt onto Candy. Carry needs to get himself a bit of healing. Candy actually might be able to blink away. Try to go for a Rude onto Carry, but looks like he's full of DR. Temporal coming out for the Frost Mage. And the Warrior just going to bail behind the pillow for a second, try to avoid this Polymorphs. Actually, he should be happy about getting Polymorph, shouldn't he be? Instant trinket for the Polymorph. Is he playing an adaptation? He just might be, honestly. Oh, wait, he might be. Wait, that's a pretty fast trinket. That might be adaptation. Did he just see the Fortune Dancer, Tothy, and just think, you know, adaptation's fine. Maybe he's going for that Kachkan Paladin play. It's going to be a bit of a reflect for the Warrior. But so far, the Warrior just cannot really catch up to Kenny and get some meaningful pressure rolling. Kenny so far hasn't been able to do so much damage to carry, just having to kite the guy around and just pelt him with frostbolts from time to time. Might to get a bunch of those ice lances rolling here and there. Fear on carry, does get frozen for a second, has the pet to charge off of. Does he go for dismissing it? He actually doesn't. He actually has the pet run as far as he can just to do some damage from a distance. That's actually very well done. Yeah, you want to keep the pet away because the pet does some damage. It's not like a lot, but you know, better than nothing. Frozen orb to follow onto carry, should slow him down. Does Kenny have any blinks out of it? He does not have any more shimmers. Carry has enraged regeneration if things ever really go bad. Big charge, does get to get out of the slows immediately. Root onto carry right now, doesn't have a way out of this. The pet is walking right next to him. Perfect ability for him to heal a little bit Kenny, but not really having a good time with the pet control though. 11% dampening. Dude, one of these guys is going to go down eventually. Either it's going to be carry. Eventually, he's not going to have enough dampening. The dampening is going to be too high for him to heal. Or Candy's eventually going to be able to get this huge shatter combo. Stormbolt onto Candy. The pet is up, dismissing it immediately. Carry is still slowed down. Does get hit with the root. Like Candy might just stand a chance. Might actually be able to do this. Just a lot of frostbolts. All he really gets to do. He needs to combo more abilities into a single root. Like he needs to go for pet, Comet Storm, pet root into Ice Nova. You know what I mean? So that you crit because the things are rooted, and things are rooted because they crit, and then it's crits on top of crits on top of crits, and it's a guaranteed damage. Carry got himself quite a bit of damage. Actually getting caught on the barrel for a second. He actually gets slowed by a barrel. He has enraged regeneration. Does he get a cap out on it all? He does not. Gets a fear onto Candy though. Oh my god, so unlucky. Candy rooting him immediately. Carry, does he have himself Bloodthirst? I think he did Bloodthirst once at least. Candy finally summoning the pet again with frostbolts to follow. Does he go for a big shatter? Actually does get himself quite a bit of shatter finally here. Frostbolts are keeping him slowed. Ray of Frost is going to slow him down to infinity, dude. Oh my god. Reflective Elbow for Carry for just a little bit. Reflecting some of the pet damage. Does he dismiss the pet? He dismisses the pet a little bit late though. Ice block for Candy as Carry gets the cooldowns rolling. Oh my god. It's the slowest duel ever. One of these two is going to win. I like that they're both playing into the end though. Carry walking through a blizzard, dude. Better get a jacket. Gets hit with a root. Trinkets out of it. Not adaptation actually. Normal trinket looks like. That's going to be a big leap on top of Canny. Does get hit with a re-root right after. Into another root. Does have reflect available. That's going to be a cruel or a frozen orb. Missing the comments though, however. Stormbolt into Canny. Canny is going to be able to recover a little bit. Candy, Carry, Canny. A lot of you guys are probably, if you're just listening to the duels, you would think it's the same person. You think I'm talking about literally one person. And Carry has the pet to hit off for a bit. Polymer to follow. The Warrior gets a full recovery. Canny is just having a hard time getting some damage to this Warrior, man. He's having a hard time. He's having to polymorph him, which is going to give the Warrior full heals. He's having a hard time keeping the Warrior's health low while building up a lot of resources back to back. That's hard, man. But Canny always plays Fire or he always plays Arcane. He barely plays Frost. So maybe that could be actually just inexperience in the spec. What? Did Tati come in and just hit him with a... Tati, what are you doing? Why'd you hit him with a flag? What are you doing? What are you doing, Tati? What are you doing? I think Tati's bored, man. Dude, Tati's getting bored. He actually hit him with a flag, which Kara was going to walk over and hit the pet. I don't know what Tati is doing. We've never had Tati troll, so maybe it was a complete accident. Maybe he thought Kenny died. I don't even know. Follow my keyboard, sorry so much. It's okay, Tati. Yeah, Tati never trolled, so I don't think he meant to do that. Alright, Canny, more of the frostbolts. Carry, slowed down. Comet Storm dropping him kind of lowish. Underworld Trinket does get him quite a bit of healing, though. Canny could be stealing that. The pet being next to Carry does dismiss the pet immediately. Frostbolts again. And Carry is still struggling to catch up. Stormbolt onto Canny. He icebox immediately. Carry does have a bit of a heal. In Regeneration does have it. Taking one more after this, taking more of these. Cone of Cold actually missing. Canny looking to get a polymorph into Carry since he is full on health. Does get him frozen for just a second. Canny is going to go for a bit of a self-heal with a Crucible, summoning the Water Elemental. That's going to be a blink carry. Going to be able to hit the pet for a second. Instant polymorph. Trinkets out of it immediately. Blaze Storm to deny that next polymorph. Kenny actually increasing his own health by a little bit. Stormbolt is going to be hit. Carry finally able to do some damage. Kenny getting a temporal up and running. Maybe he'll be able to get a heal or two. We are 10 minutes into this duel. 36% dampening, dude. Kenny doesn't want to give it up. Carry doesn't want to give it up. One of these two is going to go down. Does go for reflect, but looks like whatever he was going to reflect did not quite go through. Kenny super close to her death. Executes are available. Carry needs to get himself one quick charge. Ray of Frost coming out. Can't hit the pet. Actually can't hit the pet. He actually super slowed down. Slowed down to a literal crawl. Candy barely in health. Stormbolt to follow. Rampage Raptor with an execute, and Carry does take him out. That took literally forever. He's getting himself a big old teabag after all that frustration of playing against a Frost Mage. Tothy is next as a Destro trying to get a big old Chaos Bolt onto Carry. Looks like that was a bit of a reflect. Fury to follow. Does he get the Zerker Rage out of it? He does reflect up for Carry. Reflect the first Chaos Bolt to Tothy. It looks like Tothy is going to get himself the Void Elf Rachel rolling immediately. And it's going to be Infernal coming down. One Chaos Bolt for free. Carry going for the Rage Regeneration. Horror Effect to run him in the other direction. Chaos Bolt does hit into almost a Shadow Fury. Does get hit with a Stormbolt to follow. The Carry is going to be behind the pillar with that Infernal for a moment. At 42% dampening though, the Infernal is not going to be all that pleasant to deal with. Carry letting a charge. Finally get himself some heals rolling. Tothy trying to catch him. Conflag does connect. Shadow Fury around the corner. Cataclysm right after. Carry is going to take quite a bit of damage from the dot. Another Conflag to follow. Fury not going to land. And Carry looking to get as much line of sight as possible. Cataclysm connecting for Tothy. Carry dot damage is burning him down pretty hard. Reflect is up. Does have a bit of a commanding shot rolling. That's going to be a pet in the bag that he might be able to kill. Maybe get himself a victory rush right after. Tothy getting hit with a Stormbolt to follow. Carry. Sorry, boys. I'm literally just talking, swallow my spit, start to cough. Carry, not looking all that good. Horror Effect, Casbolt might end this game right here. Maybe that's all he's got left. Drain left coming up for Tothy is barely any of the health. Carry is in that execute range. Good thing Warlocks do not have Shadowburn, otherwise that would have been over. Charge on the Tothy. Reflectable, but he does get hit with a Conflag right before. Carry getting hit with an immolate. Down he goes. Cataclysm. 48% dampening 12 minutes in. Dirk's Brine is not next. It's going to be Mizik instead. As Tothy tried to swap out to another pet for a second. Succubus does not get to come out. Vendetta is up onto Tothy. Going to take a lot of damage from this rogue. Mizik got a lot of pressure rolling. Wall coming out for Tothy. Cloak of Shadows for Mizik. Going to be a gateway for Tothy. Does he get a fear off onto Mizik? He actually triggered something earlier. Tothy needs to swap out the pet real quick. Another fear onto Mizik. Chaosbolt to follow. Actually, might just have to Chaosbolt down the rogue and do as much damage as humanly possible. Mizik got him on the ropes. Horror Effect to follow. Tothy barely gets himself a little bit of heal. Shortest fear in the world. Chaosbolt right after. Mizik actually might be going down right here. Does vanish, but he still goes down. Tothy taking him out. Oh my god, Tothy. He just played offensive. He was like, I'm a Chaosbolt you down, boy. Lovescore is trying to land a bit of a stun onto Tothy. Does land a stun. Fear to follow onto Lovescar. Shook us out of it immediately, and that's going to be Tothy down for the count. Team Red, what's up next? It's going to be Dancer Low. Skinny shot to follow onto Lovescar. So he doesn't have any trinket at all. Going to be some big sub-broke damage right here. Cheap shot to follow. Huge Eviscerate back-to-back. Lovescar doesn't even stand a chance. Down he goes. Oh my god. Dancer Low is taking him out real quick. Like, Brian looked like he was going to get himself a bit of a grapple hook into a bit of a pistol shot. Dancer Lowe's does get himself a shot of melon and a stealth for a second. Gouge to follow by Dirks as he took a little bit of damage from Dancer. Does land a stun on the guy. Evasion is up for Dancer. Is going to trick it out of that between the eyes, and Dirks is looking to catch a reset. 57% dampening. Dirks does have advantage in the fact that he can do a lot of healing. But with all those concoctions at this high dampening, it's not going to help him. Dancer got himself a Crucible rolling as a self-heal just for a little bit. Does have a small bleed, but should be able to sap out Dirk's Bind the whole time. Dancer without a trinket. Dirk's Bind with a trinket and a blind available if anything. And that's going to be huge Eviscerate onto Dirk's Bind right now. Dancer actually just obliterating, shredding through the guy. Parry up right now for Dirk's Bind. Dancer is going to be able to generate some calm points through the Shuriken Storm, but that's going to be a advantage for Dancer. Dirk's Bind should be able to maybe get himself a reset as well if needed. Sap under Dirk's Bind does still have a dot rolling on him. Has a trinket gouging Dancer as he goes for a Nightblade, stunned by Dirk's Bind, might be able to get himself some damage as an Outrogue, starting to get some pressure rolling. Cloak of Shadows to follow for Dirks, killing spree onto Dancer, does some bit of damage. Dancer also goes for Cloak of Shadows as well, blind onto Dancer as he goes for Shadow Step with Dance. So Dirks gets himself a reset, gets quite good buffs actually. That's 2 buffs right now, so he might get himself enough buffs for all that damage he needs. He has a trinket if things ever go bad. Dancer getting a kidney shot on Dirks, trinkets out of it immediately. Dancer could go for cheap shots, is exactly what he's going to go for. trying to get the Sylvester. It's in, still doing quite a lot of damage. Cheap shot onto Dancer. If Darksmart could go for a full stun on Dancer right after, he might stand a chance. Stun right now, back to back. Those rogues are so low in health. Anyone could go down right now. It's going to be a shadowy duel for Dancer, killing Darksmart, and actually gets to get away because of that shadowy duel. Ahsoka doesn't have anywhere to chase. He can't harpoon him or nothing, but it looks like he's going to give him the full honor one. Wow, very well done. Dancer getting that shadowy duel. Shadow strike onto Darksmart. He's stealing that shadowy duel, walking away. That was so good. Dude, these duels literally got turned up to a 10 as soon as Canny and Carry were done for, dude. As soon as they got us on to super high ass dampening. Fortune, go back to the room. Go back inside. It's cold outside. Oh baby, it's cold outside. And Toku's right where Dancer is. Oh, dude, that's so funny. He's like right on the same pillar as Dancer. It's almost like they know. It's almost like they know. Alright, looks like Dancer's waiting now for a full dude. GG, I have no heals. F that. Sorry, Dirks. Yeah, this high dampening is tough, man. Not gonna lie, it is tough. But you gotta play around it, man. You have to play around it. I cheer for you. Alright, Dancer. Alright, Toku. 72% dampening. Little 0 healing. And Toku looking to flare. Almost got Dancer out. Almost got him out. They're so close. He's walking next to him, sapping out his pet, opening up on Toku with a kidney shot. Toku trinket out. He does not. Dancer is going to have the opportunity to get himself quite a bit of damage to Toku with Crucibles to follow right after him. Maybe another cheap shot right after. Blind to follow Toku. Trinkets out of it immediately. And Dancer vanish off right after. Is going to get hit with a flare. Toku, ooh, does get a kill command in there. Cloak of Shadows is up for Dancer. Doesn't have evasion, but he does have himself Shadowy Blades. That's going to be evasion now. Toku not really looking all that good. No more stuns available for Dancer. Evasion still holding on quite hard for Dancer. No traps available either. Toku just got to throw his trap in the wrong direction. Cheap shot right after. No trinket available. And Dancer does take him out in the last second, dude. Oh my god. Look at that finish, dude. Back to back, man. Enemy to enemy. That actually looks kind of cool. That's the way they ended it. Both of them being night elves. Dancer coming back with a big old 3-0, dude. After the longest duel of Carry versus Candy. Frost versus Fury. I want to see like a real good, like a Frost Mage main, like Zarya style playing these, dude. That'd be great. That'd be great. Alright, Captura is here. Is Jack ready too? Jack, have a group. One more us versus Canny. 69? No, we're out 69. We got 70. Nice. Nice. Last time I dueled should have been like months ago. Yeah, super rusty. It's all good, Tokum. It's all good, my man. Clap, that was an outlaw? Dirksmart was outlaw. Yeah, that was outlaw. The other rogue was subtlety, but Dirksmart was outlaw. Player on stomach. I think you have to play on stomach in duels, but at high dampening, our stomach becomes so lustreless and valued, so maybe Faint might be better. Captura is ready. Back is ready too. Okay, let's get Captura in batch. I'm a Malgana group, yeah. Minimi has a group. I know Minimi has a group. Yeah, I know Minimi. Yeah, guys, I know Minimi has a group. I know. You got the cultural look. What's up, Jason? How you doing, man? Sub damage is real. Yeah, sub damage. Sub can definitely pump. Like with the right gear setup, sub can pump. Yeah. I mean, the rogue one wasn't out. Like, yeah, I feel you, boys. I feel you. I feel ya. I'm pretty sure I saved that. Yeah, I hope I did. That was a long one, but the last few people in that duel were fucking top tier, man. Alrighty, switch. We got ourselves a Wrath. Oh, how's it going? We had a Wrath here before, right? I'm pretty sure we did. A Wrath. We got ourselves a Trugi. We got ourselves ET. We're gonna call it ET. Just so much easier. Gold car. We got ourselves Jaw and Relive versus Pachinski and Team Red with Dot Lord, Kostaru. We got ourselves Oral B and Pooza. Alrighty, and it looks like Kostaru. Yeah, Kostaru. Yeah, Kosti. It's like bone. Kost. I don't even know. Kostaru? We'll go on Kostaru. I think it's easier. Let's just go to Kostaru first versus our Wrath. Kastara playing the Draenei Fury Warrior. Where's the tail? There it is, dude. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. I would think this would be the most busted combo for Fury Warriors, on at least on Alliance, right? It's going to be Insta Trinket for Kastara right now against our Wrath. Trying to get as much damage with those Crucibles in the opener, though, into a little bit of that recklessness. Disarm onto our Wrath while he's got it. Our Wrath's actually going to bail out of there for a second. Kastara looking to catch a little bit of a reset as well. Maybe a charge onto our Wrath immediately. Yep, looking to get a charge. Fear to follow. A Wrath hasn't popped Metamorphosis yet, though, so he still has a big ace up his sleeve. But I was going to be Blur out of a Wrath, so he's not going to have that defensive anymore. Kastara, does he get a Zerka's Rage out of it? Should he be able to Zerka's? That's actually got himself in Rage Regeneration. I didn't even notice. That was his big in Rage Regen. Stormbolt onto a Wrath. He's not Trinket out of it, though. So Kastara's big defensive is actually gone. It looks like he might be playing Adaptation as a Trinket here, because his Trinket is down, but it's coming back very, very fast. A Wrath actually shredding through Kastara. No more defensive lead. Does he even go for maybe his own Rage to heal? Might need to get that big heal. Is that what's healing him right now? He might have actually gotten that Will of the Naru, Gift of the Naru. Normally, I think you have like a little Draenei symbol above the heads, but I can't even see it. Disarm onto a Wrath right now as Kastara finally doing some damage. Stormbolt to follow. It's actually going to be tricking out a Wrath. Getting those Crucibles back to back, but Kastara needs to be worried about his health, man. Needs to be worried about his health. Does have the Underrod Trinket, maybe hoping that that thing keeps him alive. A Wrath going up in the air. Kastara having to go for a little bit of a line of sight, though. Having to go for a little bit of a line of sight. You would think this man would have maybe bigger weapons and bigger swords than these. Looks like almost one-handers, like the old school Fury Warrior with like one-handers instead of two-handers. That's kind of cool. I-beam for a Wrath as he gets a full stun onto Kastara. It's going to be a Stormbolt to follow for the Fury Warrior as he's getting himself up some rage to get himself a big setup. Does get himself quite a big charge with a huge heal to follow. Does not much a Wrath, but a Wrath looking really, really good right now. So far on health, Kastara is very much behind. Does have that adaptation back up. Fear onto a Wrath. He breaks out of it pretty immediately. Kastara not looking all that good right now. He's thinking about defensive. Down he goes. A Wrath taking him out. And it looks like it's going to be Oral B coming at a Wrath. He traveled about the distance he would have had from the corner. It could have been a Shadow Step immediately. I feel like it's fine. Into a Wrath, getting a bit of a stun lock blade down Sephora on Oral B, and Oral B playing Assassination pretty sure, right? A Wrath getting himself a bit of a reset. Oral B, how much Cloak of Shadows and Shadow Meld? I don't know if you really need to do both of those, but I guess he was trying to make sure he has a line of sight. Garrote to fall onto Wrath, and you open a cheap shot right after Oral B, trying to get himself a bit of a setup onto a Wrath. And after getting some dots with a cheap shot, look at you maybe kite him around. A Wrath not letting him go anywhere. 3 minutes in. Poison Bomb proccing for Oral B. Trinkets out of that immediately, out of that stun. So he's actually going to be down on Trinket. A Wrath has Blur back up and running if anything really needs it. Going to be evasion for Oral B. Trying to min-max the damage during that evasion. Should be min-maxing the damage during that evasion. A Wrath does imprison him to wait out a little bit on that evasion, dropping out Darkness. And actually, Oral B does get a stun onto a Wrath while Darkness is running. Might be the worst play possible, as a Wrath was able to absorb a portion of the damage inside of the Darkness. Blind into Wrath, Trinkets out of immediately. Does Oral B go for a kidney shot to follow? This would be a perfect opportunity. Just got a Trinket out of the Demon Hunter. Why his health is super low, getting a quick concoction, sippy cup. And a Wrath going up in there. Oral B has no way out of this. Does he get one more lance? Barely any health left. Does he get the line of sight? Does he have a dot? I think he has a dot. Down he goes, man. If you needed to stun him immediately there. Puza is up next as a Shadow Priest versus the Demon Hunter. Should be probably his worst matchup whatsoever. Micah to follow onto a Wrath after getting some dots up and running. That's going to get his Mindbender out of there for a second. But that's going to get a Wrath away from him for a moment at least. Ivan to follow, and a Wrath should be able to recover quite a bit of health. Puza gonna go for a bit of a greater fade. Silence onto a Wrath. Does he get to silence any of the core abilities? One of the key abilities. Mind control to forward. Just keeping a Wrath at a distance while that blur is up. And Puza is gonna catch himself a bit of a heal. A Wrath though, that mind control does get him away, but literally one fell rush gets him back in combat. So for the Shadow Priest, it's super difficult to get himself any kind of a setup with that. Vampiric Embrace coming out for the Shadow Priest. Mind Blast and VT to follow. Just getting some dots up and running onto the Demon Hunter with a mind controller right after. Blur is down, could have Metamorphosis back up. Is going to force a Rat to pick up the eye. Perfect opportunity to go for a bit of a stun at a distance, keep it at bay. But looks like it's going to be a stun while a Rat does get to force out one of the traits from Puzo. It's going to be with a trait that does damage as long as you're above 50%, but afterwards it is going to be just down for a little bit, which is going to be quite a good amount of substantial damage from Puza, depending how much he manages to go into that ability. How many traits he stacks? Mind control into a Wrath was high up into the air, but Puza is still super low. The Shadow Priest could go down any moment, man. Barely any health. Look at that. Fell Rush interrupting Puza on the Shadow for a second. Stun to follow. That's going to be dispersed. 5% dampening is going to allow Puza to catch up a little bit. Heals while he's got it at least. But that's going to be super rough here. Wrath getting hit with a fear for just a second. Puza trying to get his VT back up and running. Silence of the Wrath hopefully does something for it. And maybe it interrupts his I-beam for the time being. Stun to follow and a mind control right after. At least just trying to keep the guy away. But like one Fell Rush and that's it. He's going to be back up in there. Fell Rush into an instant interrupt. The Shadow Priest definitely got his work cut out for him. Greater Fate to follow does get himself a bit of a heal with that Crucible, but that stun, that's going to be more Crucibles to follow to do damage. Puza just doesn't have anything left. Does go for a life swap with Dot Lord. That is allowed. The fact that he was actually able to live long enough and wait out for that swap for later was quite nice, but can he do anything against a Wrath at all? That's just so much healing from the Demon Hunter so far. I mean, Coast went down, Oral-B went down, and Puza just might go down. As a Wrath has not even let anybody in his team play so far. Short stun onto Puza is going to fly up in the air. The Shadow Priest could go for Mind Control right here to stop the Fell Lances. Is going to go for Mind Control before getting with a number of Fell Lances. A Wrath still holding on to Trinket if things ever really go bad. Might even just have Metamorphosis. Like if he has Metamorphosis right here, that's going to be it, dude. That's going to be game. Puza still trying to maintain himself as best possible. Short Fear onto a Wrath. The Mind Control does DR with the Fear, so the Fear does become a lot less valuable. It's not going to be only going to be able to get a full value of it. Stun onto Puzo. Does go for Disperse as well. He already had a little bit of Empiric Embrace early. So that's going to be both of those cooldowns down for the count. But it does look like he has short version of both of those cooldowns. Disperse is a fairly short version. But also so is Vampiric Embrace. So he's going to have those back up soon. But he's not going to have anything to rotate for a Wrath's aggression. It's time to re-dot the guy back up. And hoping the dots and the procs do work. But all he can really do is mind control him and keep him at bay. And cycle Fear, cycle Silence, and cycle Stuns. That's about it, really. If he is playing for like a big proc playstyle, it's not really working out for him right now. I-beam to follow for a Rat. Does have a Maledict roll on him for a little bit. Silence to follow onto the Demon Hunter. Maybe Puzo might be able to go for a little bit more pressure right here. Does have a Mind Bender, but it looks like a Wrath while Metamorphosis is up, just maintaining the South. Or if anything, the South just never really drops down. Not Trinket of the Sphere. Puzo does go for a little bit of a Shadowman, but again, one of his proc traits is going to be down for 45 minutes or so. So he's going to be losing out on quite a bit of damage. Get himself a bit of a Greater Fate in case a Wrath goes for a stun. Also give himself a little bit of mobility. A Wrath still catching up to the guy stunning him either way. 8 minutes in, 21% dampening. Stun to a Wrath. He trinkets out of it immediately. Could go for a little bit of a interrupt onto Puzo. Does not have it. That's going to mind control to at least run him in the other direction. I think it's going to be a losing game for Puzo. I think it's like, I don't even know how he can come back, really. This is so hard, dude. This is actually so difficult. Crucible to follow. Disperse. He does have Disperse. He does have a little bit of a Vampiric Embrace. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll last. Into a stun. This is going to be tough right now, though. Silence onto... Does Silence actually stop any of Demon Hunter's abilities? I do wonder. Like, it probably stops Rain from Above. But I wonder if it stops Blur. That'd be cool if it stopped Blur. Like, if you use it before you blur, and then they can blur, that'd be kind of cool. Boozer got the dots up and running. Vampiric Embrace is all he really has. The damage onto a Rat is going to funnel a little bit of healing. Actually funneling quite a bit of heals. It looks like that's what he talents into. He probably talents into Sanguine. We're just keeping him afloat for a little bit longer, getting those Void Bolts up and running. Mind Control trying to come out. Does get interrupted on Mind Control. Maybe he can go for a bit of a heal. Mind Control trying to come out his last ditch effort. That's going to be a stun onto Puzo. Shadow Mensa trying to come out. It's going to be... Mind Control does connect. That's tough. This is actually impossible. I don't know how he's still alive, dude. He's still trucking. He's still trying to keep it up. But it's just like... Man, it's so tough. Another Mind Control just to put a Wrath on the other side of the arena, but he's just gonna get a full Fell Rush and just back in. All that running, just one Fell Rush just nullifies all of that. You know what I mean? I mean, it forces the Demon Hunter to use half a global on that, but Down he goes. That's unlucky. That's super unlucky. Arath just annihilated 3 people on Team Red back to back, and Machiski is going to be up next. It's going to give him a little bit of an honor duel with a bit of a bow and everything. Arath might even be able to use Spectral Sight. Actually, just going to let the guy open up. I feel like it's fair. Just let the guy open up. Cheap shot coming out onto Arath. Machiski getting his dots up and running. Maybe get a kitten shot to follow. Actually, going to go for DFA in case Arath does go for a stun. Machiski, interesting choice with a DFA. Arath is going to send a Crucible onto Baczynski, though. He's going to have to wait it out a little bit. That's going to be a bit of a stun onto Baczynski. Trinkets out of it immediately. Arath loaded up with dots. That's why Baczynski would love to have a Malik there for Arath. Just load him up full of damage. And then Malik just to pressure him even more. Baczynski does pop evasion, but he's not getting offensive. He's actually kind of backing out for a second. Arath does hit him with an imprison. Does he go for a stun right here? He might be able to. I-beam to follow. Clock shot is available for Baczynski. Maybe a kidney shot. Does a kidney into the Metamorphosis though? No kidney shot is available right now. Arath does have a trinket. He does have a meta though. And that's going to be a safety trinket. Baczynski running back into that safety trinket. Cheap shot into Arath. Might have enough damage. Stun onto Baczynski right now. Does Arath have enough damage? Big I-beam. Blade dance to follow. Baczynski might be down for the count here, sorta. Needs to get himself concoction. Arath still has dots rolling on him, but the darkness is suppressing some of that dot damage. The next stun wins the game here, honestly. Arath goes for a bit of a blade dance, but looks like the dots might get him down though. Using Crucible to maintain himself a little bit. Blade dance comes out. Cheap shot by Baczynski, and Arath does go down. Finally, Team Blue gets a chance to play, man. Finally, Team Blue gets a chance to play. Next up is going to be Golkar as a survival hunter from Nosdormo versus Baczynski. Man, it's a bit rough. Dalaran should get the best mustache of the year award. What's up, Smurf? How you doing, man? How you doing, Smug? Poison and bled out. Feels good, man. I mean, that's all he can really do to him, yeah? Essentially, that's all he could really do to the guy. I mean, it's unlucky, right? But, yeah. Imagine having a good DH. With elite meat to beat That's true, Brandon. That's true. That you're not wrong when you say that. Alright, so Golkar is sitting on like a load of traps. Knockback shot goes up, but Baczynski does not get hit by it. There's another tar trap and a freezing trap. I mean, he's kind of hoping that the rogue walks into it. This is where Golkar could actually walk into that freezing trap to stop Baczynski and freeze him. But it's actually going to hit him with a stun. Malik to follow, get the dots up and running, but Golkar doesn't have any health left either. Wow! Baczynski got himself quite a bit of damage. That's Crucible. Oh my god! Golkar just got obliterated! What? Oh my god! Baczynski one-shot that guy! He didn't even let him play the game. That Crucible dotted him out, man. That's crazy. He even took off all the dots, but that Crucible procced or something. That's gonna be DFA for Baczynski. Try to get away from Reliv on those stuns. Cloak Shot is coming out. Reliv not looking all that good either. What? What is this rogue's damage? This rogue came out of nowhere, just turned it up to an 11. What is going on? Reliv already not looking all that good. I don't think he's gonna be Reliv. Change his name to Redie. Because looks like he might be dying here, man. Imprisoned into Baczynski for a second. Does he have a stun to follow up? Baczynski does not have a trinket for this, though. Blade Dance coming out. Does get hit with a kidney shot. No trinket available. Baczynski has enough damage. Poison on proc. Crucible to follow. Maybe enough damage. Big DFA right after. Ooh, slam dunk. Next up is going to be Jal. Opening up on Baczynski. Does not want to give him a chance, man. He's just going to end his whole career. And down he goes. Dude, that was some great damage. Oh, Jal just showing off at this point. He's like, look at me, man. I killed that guy. Dude, Xander with those wings look fucking sick. Holy crap. Can they be demon hunters? Can I just do a petition Xandalari demon hunters without regenerating racial? That'd be insane. Never gonna happen, but that'd be hilarious. Malik gonna throw on Jal as zombies coming out. Dotlord playing the zombie build against Jal. And it's gonna get a full pets up and running. Has it always... No, he's just now playing zombies build. Jal surrounded by the army of the dead. They're gonna be stunning him and doing percentage damage. Necrotics is stacking up. The zombies are doing a lot of work. Does get himself a bit of a thorns up and running, but the zombies are still rushing the guy. What is that? Interrupted a Jal. Does he even stand a chance there? Necrotics is stacking up. Little by little regrowth. Doesn't even worry about it. Dotlord taking him out, dude. Zombify that guy. And ET is going to be up next. Looks like he wants to give him a bit of an honor duel, man. He's walking at him, but you just got to get damage rolling right now. Zombies are going to be attacking ET as well. Dotlord summoning those guys up. AT needs to get himself some AoE damage rolling because zombies have like 5 health. But AT is not looking that good. IBF is up and running for him. Lord popping and Lichborn. AMS up for AT with more necrotic stacking up. Trying to go for a bit of death strikes, but the zombies are still charging at him. Look at those zombos, dude. They can be walking him. Does get death back, but he doesn't really have a lot of health to really work with. All that necrotic health is all he's got. Lord, is he going to be summoning more zombos? He's just kind of managing his own health as best as possible. His health cannot go down either. ET actually, turned it around on a Lord at the end. He had the Rock Boy. That's what it was. The Rock Boy beats zombies, it looks like. Oh my god, but Bachinski with a 3-0. Or Roth with the longest 3-0, dude. What the hell? A 3-1, I guess. Because he did go down. Either way, dude, that was insane. I like the zombie play, dude. Again, that was another game where the most fun happened towards the end of the game, while the first like 5 minutes, 10 minutes was like, it's just a long ass game, you know what I mean? Just a long ass game, if you know what I mean. Alrighty. Night Raven is ready. Alright, we'll get Night Raven in. What is it, 71? Let's go, boys. Night Raven got 3 new people. Alrighty. Great match. I think so too, dude. I think so too. It had everything. DH getting bled out. People are getting one-shot zombies and a DK versus DK. Dude, yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing that Lord needs. If he goes for a zombie build and just goes Rock Boy, dude, the pets are just gonna obliterate everybody. Does he even need does he even need to play the game? Just send the pets in there. They'll do all the work for him, right? Zombo is doing percentage damage while stunning the enemy. Abomination just slashing and thrashing. You got your pets, you got your casters, and you got a Rock Boy blasting from a distance. All you have to do is just chain advise the enemy out in the open and keep gripping him away from pillars and stun him out in the open. Let the pets do the rest of the work. You just can run around circles. It's like a puppet master, right? Switch. Like a puppet master, you know? You attack the puppets, but it does nothing. You gotta get the main guy holding the strings down, you know what I mean? We got ourselves Dreamy over on Team Blue with Lulu as a monk. We got ourselves Prox as a Feral and Morgar as Assassination Rogue, I would think. Maybe sub. And we got Sebzi going up as a Demon Hunter first up in Team Blue. We got ourselves Team Red with Candy, Carry, already biked up and ready to go. We got ourselves Dancer, Lowell, Dirks by in the back, and Fortune as well. Carry looking not to engage with the Demon Hunter, just trying to get away from the guy the whole time, actually. They don't like him. Sebzi, I think you might want to put the order on next to him. He doesn't want to go hanging out with you, man. He doesn't want to hang out with you. Sebzi barely took any damage out of Carry in the opener there, though. Carry is actually the one taking quite a load of damage right now. Sebzi getting hit with a disarm, bailing out of there. Charge does intercept him. I-beam to follow for the Demon Hunter. And it's just continuing to shred through Carry. He does trick it out of the Reflect. Or does trick it out of the Fear. And Carry kind of struggling to come back. He's down on health, sorta. Like, the longer the game goes on, the less health he has. I mean, makes sense, yeah. But Sebzi hasn't really taken that much of a hit. And finally, Carry get into crack through the tough exterior. That is Sebzi. Sebzi does play with a Warlock on his team, so that is going to be a Warlock Hellstone as well. Stun onto Carry's short. I-beam to follow. Carry might need to play a little bit more defensive against Sebzi here, at least for the first few seconds of the game. Carry dropping to about 60% health. Metamorphosis coming out of Sebzi with an I-beam to follow onto Carry, but he is looking to get away from the Demon Hunter immediately. Does get him hit with a Stormbolt for a second. Maybe can turn around some damage. Maybe he can do some hits. That Underrod Trinket on Demon Hunter though is just quite thick. It's just so strong. So strong. Carry so far has not been able to break through a tough exterior that is Sebzi. While Metamorphosis is up, there's going to be guaranteed leech, so that's going to be tough. So maybe afterwards, this is where Carry might want to get us set up with a Stormbolt and some big damage. Blur is up for Sebzi too. It does hit him with a Stormbolt, but through that Blur, he's not really going to be able to do a lot of damage. It looks like he just got himself up. The Rage and Blow heal. What is it? Inner Rage, I think it's the talent called. There's that ticking every bit of rage, every 3 seconds like rage, and I think 2% health. So at least he got himself quite a bit of healing rolling for now. Yes, how much of Sebzi, he does bail out for a second. Carry does Zerka Rage out of there in prison just to get a charge heal off of Sebzi. into a fear to follow. Carry's just not looking that good, man. Might have to go for Enrage Regeneration. Having to go for it right now after getting a stun onto Sebzi. So far, he hasn't been able to do any damage to the guy at all. So far, no damage. What kind of trick is the Sebzi running besides the Underrot? He probably has to be running the Coral from Ashvin, right? The tank Coral. He has to be, dude. He's healing a ton. Carry no longer with a trinket anymore. Sebzi getting interrupted onto the Ibium, but doesn't matter. Still gets to get into his metamorphosis form for a second. Carry's health is just not looking that good. Already dipping down below half health. Does get a stun onto Sebzi, but it's going to be trinket out of the Demon Hunter. Carry's still landing himself quite a bit of healing, though. So far, it's been super rough for this guy. I think what Carry needs to do in this situation is wait until Blur is down, no metamorphosis, somehow find a way to get Sebzi lower in health. Does he play Crucible? He has to be playing Crucible, right? Carry has to be playing Crucible as a offensive. I feel like there's the only way. And then Stormbolt, Sebzi. Uh-oh. No, he's back. Maybe? Lagging? Carry having a bit of food. Sebzi's back in, I think. Lagged a little bit. Lags? Ah, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Unlucky. Wait, is Sebzi Purple Haze? Guess who's back? Rolling DK. Re-rolling? Oh my god, Purple Haze is rolling DK? What the hell? Purple Haze is rolling Death Knight? What? No Demon Hunter out of you? Oh my god. At least you're back, Purple. How you doing, my man? Is the main warrior switch to Warlock and how one look back? Yeah, Warlocks are really good in BFA right now. Warlocks also really fun in general. They're not good for Mythic Plus keys though, so if I was like a Warlock main, I'd love to do keys. I'd probably have to do it as Demonology, right? And like specific comps. You still can do it though, it's not like it's impossible. 1v5 Ink, you think so? Well, go for it, my man. Hit it. Carry dipping kind of low, but he does have that renewal back up. It's going to be a little bit tough for him. Not renewal, Enrage Regeneration coming out. Does he get a charge? He does still get a 1 Bloodthirst off of Sebzi though. Looking for maybe a bit of a blaze from Sebzi. Just still hasn't had a pressure in the world so far. His health is just doing fine. So this is going to be definitely damper the game. Stormbolt onto Sebzi by Carry. But he's looking to disengage immediately, dude. Immediately rushing out of there. Going to be short stun onto Carry. Sebzi still maintaining his health. Also, Sebzi is playing a trait where, what is it, Tides? He is still playing Tides trait where as long as he's above 50% health, he has a very high chance for his abilities to proc and just do extra. Quite a bit of water damage to enemies. So he's doing quite a bit of that proc damage to Carry too. Meta coming out for Sebzi. Looks like he might be able to close out the game. Carry not looking all that good. Dipping towards 20% health. Oh my god. And down goes Venruki. Very unlucky. And that's going to be Fortune. But I don't think it was supposed to be up next. I think he was just trying to walk up and cremate Carry. But looks like he's going to be up next now. Trying to see if he can get a big old touchdown opener onto Sebzi. He does have himself a little bit of that. Oh, darkness. Gets booped out of the darkness. Touchdown still does do damage. But Sebzi's doing just fine for now. How much you go for an Ibium disarm to follow right after. Sebzi does not have any weapons to do any kind of damage yet, but he's still healing just fine. Crucible as a self-heal is going to be able to turn around some offensive damage onto Fortune. He does shrink it out of that stun and aborting away. Sebzi's back up at full health. What is your trinket? I don't know. Somebody needs to link me what trinket Sebzi is running. Whoever's on Sebzi's team, Prox, Lelu, Dreamy, Morga, find me on Discord, man. You should see me there. Or just link on Discord what trinkets he's running. Just take a screenshot so I can see it. I need to know what his tricks are. That's going to be a stun onto Fortune with a bit of Ibium. Just the Ibium alone shreds through the guy. Oh my goodness. And Sebzi just continuing to proc hard on people. He's not even a dot class. He's just playing all those proc-based like traits. And he's still doing so much damage with that. It's not even funny. It is not even funny. Lexi up onto Sebzi. He doesn't have a trinket, but looks like Fortune's trying to see if he can get some damage through. It does actually go through. Half health for Sebzi. He's actually going to be down onto that trait. The Tides trait is not going to be available for him for a little bit, so he's going to actually lose out on a bit of damage. Karma coming out for Fortune. Sebzi looking to get away from the Karma immediately. That mobility is unmatched as the Demon Hunter makes his way over to the other side of the pillar, over to the other side of the arena quite efficiently and easily. And Karma down. Sebzi might be able to turn this around onto Fortune right now. But that's going to be an in-cap. If Fortune has another leg sweep, it might be do it. Fist of Fury coming out immediately. Sebzi actually backing out as Fortune dragon kick into Sebzi, and actually going to back up himself and catch a couple of Vivifys. Sebzi looking to get himself a little bit of a line of sight, just a little bit of survival, catching a little bit of Fury from those images. He's going to get himself a little bit of a Crucible to follow right after, waiting out for the next I-beam. Into a stun onto 14 trinkets out of it. Human racials immediately. Sebzi disarmed for a moment. It's going to be a back and forth between these two for a bit, isn't it? Sebzi got himself blur for like a second. He's going to have a blur available very soon. Trinkets out of the leg sweep immediately before 14 even got some big damage in. So next time Fortune has a leg sweep, he could go in for a full all-in onto Sebzi. So Sebzi might be running out of time though, but he got his procs back up and running. He's got his little water spouts proccing back at Fortune. And just can get himself more trades to proc and Fortune as well. That'd be grand. He's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage too. Fortune rolling out, but getting hit with a stun immediately. Sebzi getting a full I-beam up and running with a bit of a blade dance, backing up. Unfortunately, looking to me back up behind the pillar, and Sebzi is on the chase right now. Disarm coming up immediately. Short stun onto Fortune for a second. Sebzi keeping him out in the open. Vivify, does he get a kick? He does not get a kick, but he does get a fell rush back behind the pillar right after. Ring is up, and Sebzi trying to get around that ring. Struggling a little bit, does a little bit of a bounce, but that's about all he's got. It's going to be a little bit tough for him. Because Fortune got that mobility. 22% dampening though, so it might be a dampener game. Fortune playing very defensively, dude. Very, very safe. Trying to see if he can just catch up to Sebzi. Might have a leg sweep right here. So Sebzi better have a defensive ready. Better have a blur up and running before the big stun coming out. But Fortune is going to have a touch of death. Actually gets away with that touch of death. Runs away. If Fortune cannot catch up, that's going to be a lost touch of death. It does hit him with an incap. Touch of death does still proc. That's going to be a leg sweep. And Fortune still pops up. Every defensive. Sebzi taking lots of damage right now. Disarm to fall and not going to be able to follow up with any kind of damage. Sebzi actually on the ropes right now. Might be going down in the mode. Blade dance for a second. And Fortune does end up taking him out. Dreamy is up next, catching a bit of a conflag onto Fortune, but he does get to bail out of there immediately. 9 minutes onto this duel, dude. 9 minutes. Holy crap. Tank trinkets make duels boring. Two people slapping each other for 5 minutes and both still full health. Yeah, but I mean, they're healing from other sources too, other than tank trinkets, right? It's so also class healing too, right? A lot of it is also still class healing, boys. If it was all 100%, they don't have to self-heal at all, and it's just a tank trinket just healing them up the full time, then I could see it, but it's not. Like, when it is, then yeah, it's busted, but until then, nah. I don't think it is. It's going to be Succubus CC onto Fortune for a second. Immolate by Dreamy. Fear to follow. That's going to be Chaos Ball. He does get himself a pre-wall. I guess all the magic damage Infernal still comes out. Does he get maybe another Karma? Oh, Karma, actually. I'm surprised Fortune went for Karma. I'm going to say, does he get another Chaos Bolt? But I saw Karma, so I said Karma. Jimmy could maybe still turn around and get a Chaos Bolt in. Does get a Crucible up and running. Maybe a Chaos Bolt. Maybe he can get one. Does not get to go for any kind of a setup. Actually walking away out of the Cataclysm in the last second. I would have barely saw that thing, dude. Dreamy is going to be kind of out of all cooldowns there. That's very unfortunate. That's an Infernal down for the count, dude. The pillars in this arena can be quite huge. You can line aside it easily for duels. That's going to be Lexu, but Fortune could maybe go for touch. That does not go for touch. Instead goes for a Whirling Dragon Punch up to Fist of Fury and actually bails out right after. As Dreamy goes for a bit of a drain life off of the Pest. That's all he can do, really. Does get a conflag onto Fortune. Slow him down. Chaos Bolt is going to be for free. Almost landed that Chaos Bolt. Touch of Death is up onto Dreamy. Going to interrupt him on Fear for a second. Does activate his a little bit of that conflict. Does connect. Does a bit of damage to Dreamy. Wall is up and is going to be able to get a couple Chaos Bolts back to back onto Fortune. The Shadow Fury right after this. You go for the Horror effect to follow Fear instead. I think you might need to horror him down, dude. Just as you see him does not get it, and Fortune taking out Dreamy right after. Next up, I think it's going to be Progs by the looks of it. Maybe. Purple is the best DH. No, I think so too, dude. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Sent you on disc. Alright, let me see, dude. Notorious Gladiator's badge. So he actually has a badge and pods. Yeah, so that guy doesn't even run like any kind of crazy health trinket, dude. He does linger in spore pods, which is pretty good. I don't know, man. It's fine. Seems alright. 430 pods and 440 Notorious Gladiator badge. That's a unused with a socket in it. Doesn't seem bad at all, honestly. Yeah, it doesn't seem too crazy. The rest of it must be leech, man. Maybe that's some crazy leech gear. Hey, just a gear demon hunter, man. What can you say? What can you really say? Karma coming out by Fortune as Prox has the ones up and running, but looks like he's just gonna bail out of there immediately. Yeah, it just seems like a geared guy. Seems like he knows what he's doing in terms of gameplay. Just demon hunter healing, man. That trinket does do a bit of helpful healing, but I don't think that trinket is the only bit of healing, right? Pretty sure, right? Fortune actually picking up the eyes, and all this rogues all over the place, man. Rogues, go back! You guys are making it harder for Fortune to figure out who is who, dude. He thinks this whole stealth is out here. Just why is Dancer out in the middle of the arena, dude? Get out of here! You're just so bored. Him and Morgan are just playing saps. Tag, they're playing tag, dude. They're playing stealth tag. Fire of the Fortune getting opened up on by Prox. Trinket side of immediately with the touch of the follow. He's going to go for a bit of a leg sweep. Trinket coming out for Prox. No, actually, no trinket for him at all. He's actually just going to take the damage to the face. Big touch of death, and down he goes, collapsing all the damage onto Prox in the opener. Is up next is going to be Lulu, Morgar, or Seb. Seb is actually dead. This is going to be either Lulu or Morgar. Is it you next? It looks like it is going to be Morgar. Is Dan still looking for the guy? Does he know that he's not? Oh, Garrote opener with a cheap shot to follow. Morgar, 53% dampening, 30 minutes in, man. It's going to be a bit of a hard game. Fortune just dispatched Prox with a disarm to follow into Morgar. Fist of Fury right after. Actually almost rolls away from the guy. In cap to follow as Morgar is super low in health. Just going to bail out of there for a second. Did Morgan get like a vendetta on the guy or something? Is that why he bailed out? No, he didn't. Doesn't look like he did. So it looks like it's just Fortune bailing out, making sure to re-heal while dampening is super high. Because he's out of cooldowns for a bit. Just not going to play the sustained play style. Just bailing out, making sure to play super safe. And Morgan even having to mount up, dude. But Fortune did catch himself a bunch of Vivifies to be fully healed up. So at least he's got that. Garrote into a leg sweep. Morgan might have to trinket it, not doing it. It's going to be a pretty big Fist of Fury, maybe with a Whirling Dragon Punch to fall. It does get evasion rolling. It's actually going to have to chase after Fortune as he's just going to keep away from the guy. Into an in-cap to follow. Just controlling this rogue at every step possible. It's going to increase his own health by a little bit. Kid is shot onto Fortune. Vendetta to follow. Fortune actually is going to, I think, human racial out of that with a big old blackout kick to lock out that duel. Dragon kick on right after, going to slow down by Lulu. In-cap comes in, and Lulu might be able to catch him in a single one-shot here. Needs to get a leg sweep up and running, waiting for the Fist of Fury to be over, and actually going to be Fortune porting way out to the other side of the pillar. Ring a piece is going to be up. It's going to be ring for ring right now for Lulu. Fortune getting that Karma up and running. I think it's going to be huge touch of death on both of them, and actually I think it's going to be a lose Karma last one to get a huge touch of death rolling onto Fortune. Fortune might be going down here with that Karma damage. It is taking quite a bit. Fist of Fury up and running right now. Does get to pair up Lulu. He does try to go for a bit of a heal. Leg sweep onto Fortune. Done. He goes. Lulu does get himself every defensive available. Dancer Low is going to be up next onto Lulu. Going to get him in a sap. Lulu is still holding on to his trinket. Being an orc though, the ratio is going to be quite huge. When dealing with Dancer, he's going to open up with a shadow blade, everything. Trick coming out for Dancer. Get a shot into Lulu. He trickles out of it a little bit late with a disarm onto Dancer. Lows Lulu, barely any health available. Still, it's going to get a pretty big port and going to catch himself a couple of Vivifies. Dancer does catch a vanish off. Could go for maybe a kick. Sap into Lulu while he's super low in health. No trinket available for the orc anymore. Could just Shadow Strike and blind, actually, just going to keep his health low. Just blinded. Just standing still with a Knight Blade. Cheap shot to fall out, and he has a chance, and down he goes with cheap shot back to back of his rates, and down he goes. How did that duel go, boys? Fortune with big 4-0, dude. Big 4-0. Good job, Fortune. Sorry. Sometimes, dude, Fortune the way he plays, it's gonna sound bad, but I'm gonna say it out loud, dude. It's gonna sound terrible, but he plays so safe. He plays so safe. He takes 0 risks. Start yawning a little. Sometimes. Only sometimes. No BM. I'm just serious. I like the games where people are just like going in, going ham, getting super close, dude. Super clutch, you know, anything could happen. And oh, somebody comes out on top. But Fortune's just like, no, he's gonna come in, he's gonna do some damage, pour back up and reset. Then he's gonna come in and do the same thing again, come in, do as much damage, play super safe, ultra safe. which is fine. Everybody plays a different way, but you know. Alright boys, 7:43. I think we had just about as many duels as I can get it into me. We did go a little bit longer than usual because of the downtime, but we went 40 minutes over, which is perfect for the time that we have with our duels though. So I think we had us a good dueling session, boys, yeah? Let a Major Warlock 1v1? Who? There's a Major Warlock 1v1? Nobody said anything. Talking to the chat of an outlaw main. Lol. What? Also, the Feral was butchered spec, but these Marines from wrong. Ferals are really good at 1v1s, Levi, but Ferals are good at 1v1s, but in 2s, they can do well. They can do okay. It just depends on the comp that you play with. Like I saw Dilly play with a Feral for some 2s and then did some 3s with a Feral. Like, they can do okay. They can do okay. They have crazy healing? Yeah, they do. Rogues also play like that. What? Rogue was also played like that. Who the other? Baczynski? Well, he had to, because he was going up against you, but he also saw Baczynski. What is it? And take a look at Baczynski and Dalaran Sewers. Right after the Demon Hunter ran out of the game, but just had to play carefully around him because of the tanking, or because of the Demon Hunter healing. But then the other two people back to back, it's a one shot and a one shot. I don't know. Yeah, I know rogues can play the same way. They can. But I think none of the rogues, well, maybe no, I'm not gonna say none of the rogues. My memory is a little fuzzy, and I will give you a break. I will say maybe Baczynski had moments where he just kind of sat in stealth recovering. No, against Snoopy he did. Yeah, no, against Snoopy he did. Against Snoopy he did. Snoopy did go in a bear form. So rogues can play you, but like, besides that one moment, I didn't think anything was like egregious. You know what I mean? Yeah, to each is their own. I'm not gonna say rogues don't play the same way. Not all of them do. Which is one of them can you or spam him? Which of them can you or spam him? What? Check my whisper. Where do you know I'm in a night rave group? Q, night raven and someone else. Can I 1v1 carry at the end of the stream? Last duel was really fun, but it's all Discord and laughing at duel. Can you Q us again as Frost Fire? Should get 2v2 groups. Wait, you want to go Fury Warrior versus Frost Mage, and then Fury Warrior versus Fire Mage? Like a best out of 3? Frost Mage versus Fury Warrior. That's not. I don't think that's gonna be super fun. Well, it might be fun for you guys, just having around, messing around or whatever. But I didn't really find the duels super fun and engaging to watch. Like some of the best duels of that match. I mean, you guys had your own thing and it lasted 10 minutes, which is insane that it lasted that long. It was crazy. But some of the better games was what are after is a sub rogue just bah 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 bah. You know what I mean? Obliterating the hunter, or carry just obliterating the hunter in the opener. Some of the other guys that gotta play too. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We gotta call it here, boys. I got some dinner waiting for me. I got some pizza waiting for me. So I'm gonna go have some pizza because it's Friday, dude. It's pizza time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry for the early game issues that we had with BNet. I'm glad that got solved very quickly. I'm glad that EU got to play, and we went a little bit longer just to make sure you guys got plenty amount of games for the 2 hours that we normally stream. Yeah, so sorry for what is it? Sorry for what is it? Early interruptions. Nothing we can do about it. Hopefully NA doesn't get into some issues like that tomorrow. Fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys next stream, boys. Alrighty? Peace.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Yeah.